weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
Today's course has been really good. I've been on the macrame course with Deborah, and we've been doing quite a lot of knotting techniques and bringing them together to make a little small owl. And then we're currently working on a freeform necklace or bracelet, which is really good because there's no rules. It's been a really good day. You get an awful lot from it, just in terms of being able to use your own imagination to transfer it into the piece that you're making, and it's just been a really good day, yeah.
The latest edition of the Lure Book is now available. This highly regarded gemstone encyclopedia features over 1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. If you're new to Jewellery Maker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge.
Hi, good afternoon. Sorry for grunting then, Kerry. I was just grunting. I couldn't get this on. I was trying really quickly. And I thought, it's not going to work with my microphone, is it? It's not going to work. Will it? Will it? Oh, I think it might, you know. I'm going to have to wear. I was just thinking, which one shall I wear? Which one shall I wear? There's too many. Necklace colours today, brand new. They are all lush. And do you know what? We were saying upstairs earlier on, I can't wait to see what Gemma's done with these because they're so fantastic by themselves. What would you actually do with them? I mean, look at that for lustre. I'm going to sort this out in a minute. I can't do it right now, but I will sort it out. That's just one of 3 that are brand new. In fact, I'm just going to give you a sneaky peek of them all. 3 different colours in each pack. Look at these. Oh, gosh. The thing is, you wouldn't have to do anything with them, would you? Really? Brand new. Actually, I quite like them all like that, Gemma.
I was just about to say that. Looks great.
They look good.
That looks great.
Look fab. I love that look. So those are 3 of the colours, one of the packs that we've got. These are another 3 that we've got coming up for you as well. I can't pick. I can't choose. Aren't they just so nice? I love them. And these ones here as well. Do you know what I'd probably do? Get them all. That's what I would do. I can't decide. Aren't they fantastic? All brand new for you today. And we've got great quantities. It's going to be fantastic. We also have some spectacular leather as well. Brand new leather. We saw this a good 3 weeks ago, I reckon. And we got very excited about the leather. And I did put my order in cheekily with Gemma for a for a clutch bag, you know, just testing the water. Look at that! Oh, how lush is this leather? Brand new leather nappers for you today. They are spectacular. Look at this one as well. Oh wow. It's so exciting. We've got so much coming up for you today. You can't go anywhere. You just can't. You have to cancel all your plans, okay? Just put them off. You do them another day. It's fine. We are joined by the one and only lady that is Gemma Crow today as well. Of course, you know, with all these, we're getting applause and screams and shouts in the gallery. Like, woo! Yeah, Gemma Crow.
That's nice.
I know. It's nice to have you here, Gemma. And I'm glad you can talk today as well.
Yes.
That was a worry. Last time you were here, you were losing your voice.
I
weren't you?
was.
And,
I'm surprised I've got it.
I was
still,
thinking, not for the leather show, Gemma. Not for the leather show. Even if you had no voice, I'd have made you come today.
I would have mind. I've been practicing, so I would have mind.
Oh, brilliant. 2 syllables. We've got Miss It, Miss Out for you today. We've got some incredible pieces coming up. My presenter's pick today. I struggled, actually, to pick one today, but I went with a fantastic one. Shall I tell you what it is? Yeah. Where are they? I do know what they are. They are peacock culture pearls, your half-drilled peacock culture pearls for your earring findings. And there's a pack of 5. 5 pairs of peacock culture pearl earrings for you at a ridiculous price tag. You know how guest designer Jan is always saying for her, it's gravy. It's gravy. Peacock culture pearls coming up for you a little bit later on. 5 pairs. For me, 1 pair of these earrings is, £50 pair of earrings. £50 pair. And you've got 5 pairs there. Coming up for you a little bit later on with your half-drilled earring findings there as well. They're gorgeous. Okie dokies. I'm so excited. So excited. Let's have a look. Excuse me. Oh, yes. I was having a discussion with Pip upstairs today. And Pip puts a lot of our kits together and gives us a lot of nice products like the necklace collars and stuff like that. And I was saying to Pip upstairs earlier on, I was saying, Pip, right, we've got these strands. There's 3 strands, smoky quartz, rose quartz and green amethyst. They're the most high-end strands, I think, possibly we've ever had. You know, they should be in one of those little boxes, the topaz boxes that we have. $69.95, $59.95, $49.95, now we're pushing it. But where we're going on price for these, I don't understand at all. These are not just bead quality gemstones, they are gemstone quality gemstones. This is the quality that we would set into jewellery here as a company, the Genuine Gemstone Company. They have all been faceted to perfection. Look at the quality of your gemstones here. You've got green amethyst, you've got your smoky quartz, and you've got your rose quartz there as well. Beautiful, beautiful drops in each strand. Now, in your green amethyst, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 individual gemstones. In your smoky quartz, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 individual smoky quartz. And in the rose quartz, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of your rose quartz in there as well. So they are actually really big strands. What you are getting here is a lot of gemstone. Your total carat weight, 95 carats. 8x5 to 11x8mm in size. Look at the quality. 30 carats in your green amethyst, 30 of your rose quartz, and 35 of your smoky quartz there. Just one of these smoky quartz, wire wrapped in a ring. How pretty is that going to look? So delicate, so feminine, evening smoky glamour you've got there. Excuse for a night out with your leather clutch bag. SOYY89 is your code for these. $49.99. I'm happy to pay that. More than happy. £17.95 is where we should be on price, and we are not staying there for you this afternoon. We are going even lower. This is your reason to come in and shop with us today. £12.95, that's £4.31 per strand, and look at the quality of the gemstones. Do you know what? For all 3 strands, you've got your money back on one of those gemstones in a ring easily. The earrings you could make with these as well, if you wanted to, perhaps use all of these gemstones, maybe take one of each, long drops in your earrings, some long chain. They would look gorgeous, wouldn't they? And do you know what? For that pair of earrings, 6 gemstones, £30 easily. Easily. Penny in the West Midlands, well done. Anne-Marie in Pembrokeshire, well done to you. Angela, Tina in Cheshire, Wendy in Conway, well done. You've just joined me. Cheryl in Maine, Zelen in the West Midlands, Collector in Essex, Beverly in Greater London. If you haven't dialed yet, do it now. I was actually looking. We had these, didn't we, about a week ago, I think, maybe a little bit longer. We had these about a week ago. When I saw them today, I was like, how do we have any left? I don't understand. How did we manage to... I thought we'd sold out. How did we... Oh, Helena, I just know someone. I know special people in special places. £12.95. This looks like a £59.95 bundle, doesn't it? In one of those little boxes. They are high-end quality gemstones that you have here, the most incredible faceting in every single one. We don't get that with all of our strands, do we? This is exceptional, and that price tag is an absolute giveaway. Janet in Greater Manchester, you've just got yours on the telephone lines. Fiona, Joe, Veronica, Shirley, Collector in Somerset. We've had a couple of texts in. I feel a spend show coming on. I'm not going to try and convince you otherwise. That's totally how it's going to be today. Do you, Gem, as well?
Yeah.
In fact, yesterday Fleur was off a couple of times with her phone. She was like, I'm just going to go and order this.
Yeah, I've got somebody watching today to get me, yeah, some more of the leather.
Unbelievable. I haven't. Who's going to buy some for me? Dawn in West Yorkshire says, woohoo! So glad I'm working from home today. Dawn, you're not going to be doing any work. Let's face it, come on. Laura in Cheshire says, cannot wait to buy the new leather. I'm bursting about that leather, I really am. Joanna in Norfolk says, I'm pretty sure my boss wouldn't be happy if I called in to say I'm not coming in to watch TV. Just, you know, I'm locked in the house. You know, I can't get out. Somebody's locked me in and I can't physically get out of the house. I'm sorry, I'm not coming in today. Actually, do you know, I remember years and years ago, when I used to live in an apartment, one of my first ever places when I left home and stuff, I couldn't get to work. It had electronic gates on the front and we had a power cut and I couldn't get out and they would not believe me. They did it. They were like, right, that's the most rubbish excuse we've ever heard. No, I'm making it sound glamorous. It wasn't. The gates were literally into the car park. It wasn't like it was my own driveway or anything. They're into car, but we had a power cut and I couldn't physically get out of the car park and they didn't believe me. I was devastated. It was the truth. I didn't even have a phone at the time that could take photos to send a photo. Not that that would have helped, because how would that, yeah, that was a long time ago. All right, Helena. They didn't even have mobile phones then. £12.95. Karen in Derbyshire, Sheila, Collector in Essex, Abigail in Greater Manchester. Do you know what, actually? This is quite a good text subject, I feel. The worst, do you know what, I'm not going to say the worst excuse, because it might have been a genuine reason when maybe no one's believed you about not going to work. You know, as ridiculous as that. That happened, I promise you. Had a power cut, I couldn't get out. And I told the truth. You know, I could have lied and said, I'm not very well. But I told the truth. They didn't believe me anyway. Have you ever phoned in sick, Gemma, for something?
Yeah, very similar actually. A truck came into my drive, went underneath another house.
Okay.
And they had to have their thing underpinned, the bit that goes over the drive.
Yeah.
And a lorry came along, just plonked itself down and put those feet down, and that was it. I was stuck. Actually, 2 days I couldn't get out. But I did go to work in the end. I had to get a taxi.
Yeah,
so.
I imagine that. In my pyjamas, 2 days. Yeah, sorry. Just eating some chocolate. I'm stuck. Go and get out. What about you, Helena? She's never called in. You've never been off work sick? She's been actually sick. Oh, she's one of those. I was sick. Whatever. Yeah? At school, you couldn't get to school because loads of trees had blown down again. Dad can't drive me in. I'll let you off. For school, that's different, because I'm sure that your parents would have been there in the car with you, yeah. Send us in your stories, you know, have you had a terrible excuse because you haven't wanted to go to work? Do you need any help? I'm just joking. 60777, start your message with the word JM Studio. Let us know the worst excuse you've ever had, a really unbelievable story like mine where we had a power cut and I physically couldn't get out. Just let us know. It'd be very interesting to hear these stories. Let's go to London. Let's go to London. Clutch bag, shoes, I'm ready to go. Oh, sorry, Kerry. Have a look at these I Love London charms. These are so fab. I love them. Have a look at all these little charms. Thanks, Kerry. Yeah, we've got the tower there. Is this just because as English we love cups of tea? Yeah. We do love a good cup of tea, don't we? Isn't it funny? Yeah. You know, you could be having the worst day ever. Cup of tea. have a cup of tea will make it better.
Absolutely.
Oh, won't it? You've got your bust here as well, your London bust. You've got your flag. You've got Big Ben. Is this Big Ben? Yes. You've got Big Ben there as well. You've got your little, your royal guards there. Oh, the crown. And what else have we got here? Ah, you've got the teapot. You've got the cup and the saucer, and you've got the teapot there as well. These are so lovely. They really. You could build yourself. In fact, you could make a couple of charm bracelets, couldn't you? You know, you've got enough charms to make a good 2 charm bracelets that would be packed full of charms there. Or you could just maybe drop one of these into a design if you wanted to. You could use these as earrings, couldn't you, as well? Wine charms. Helena's going with wine charms. Again, you could, you know, if you've got a theme around your wedding, maybe. That would be great, wouldn't it? But the thing is, you can use them for so many different things as well. You know, they could be pendants, they could be earrings. If you wanted to, you could use them as charms as well, if you wanted to. And you've got 16 pieces in total in there. Gold-plated brass. I love London. I'm sure I've got a T-shirt somewhere with I love London written on it from many moons ago. RENV 25. Oh, that's it. I should have brought it in and we could have got Gemma to embellish it.
Yeah, I could have.
RENV 25 going down on price tag for you, £16.95. What does that work out to per charm? £1? 16, yeah, I love that. How many are there? 16 divided by pretty much £16. Pounds and a fraction each. That's brilliant, isn't it? Belinda in Buckinghamshire, you've got yours. £1.05 per charm. They're so fun, aren't they? Somebody going off travelling, maybe you've got a son or daughter that's moving off to London. They'd be great for cards as well, wouldn't they? You know, any of your other craft ideas they'd be perfect for as well. 0800 644 655. Mary, oh sorry, Maria in South Yorkshire, well done to you. Fiona in Nottinghamshire, you've got yours. Joan in Devon, you've just tuned in on the web as well. Good afternoon to you. If you do want to avoid the queues today, the web is a great place to shop. Because there will be no queues there, and it's not going to cost you a penny. You just need to remember to check out. But do remember, it's our 0800 number. It's a free phone number. Even if there is a couple of minutes wait, it's not going to cost you a penny. It's so worth it today. There's going to be queues today. There is, without a doubt. Brand new leather, brand new necklace collars. Do you know what? I've literally been waiting for this show for like 3 weeks. I have. Oh, I like that. That's quite street, isn't it? I like that. Well done, Ryan. Okay. Sorry, Helena, lovely. Okay. This is pretty. I love these chains. In fact, I'm going to hold this straight up because for me personally, I love the layered up look with any chain. It's just so beautiful, very on trend. It just looks classy. You wouldn't have to do too much with this if you didn't want to. You could just add your jump ring in there, one of 3,000 or so that we bought you yesterday, and your lots of claw fastening in there, bolt ring clasp. Job done. Brilliant. How pretty does that look? You've got a full metre of your solid 925 sterling silver gemstone chain here. You've got 20 carats of rose quartz there, and it's gold plated as well. So we are talking high end. Now for those of you that do work with your wire, you'll know that to do the rosary link, your little wrap loop there, actually takes quite a long time, doesn't it? You know, to get them perfect, professional looking, very quickly, can be quite time consuming actually. To make a full metre of this chain, that could take you hours and hours and hours to make those links. There's a full metre here. So really, we've just done all the work for you. We've taken that time out and done all the work for you. We've also thrown in 20 carats of rose quartz in there, really delicate, soft pink hues there, so feminine. This is so pretty. I love these chains. As anklets, I think they are gorgeous because they are so delicate. Maybe if you just popped a little charm in there, that would look really, really pretty, wouldn't it? So with a full metre, you can get 2 lengths of 16-inch chain. as in necklaces, and a 7-inch bracelet or anklet if you wanted to do so. It doesn't have to be that. You could come in and multi-buy. You might want one of these for yourself to give you that layered up look, which looks really pretty. They also work really well as earrings as well. Really beautiful. Just drops on their own. Fantastic as earrings. And that is $925 sterling silver. Normally, we're at around $19.95, aren't we? $19.95, $17.95 when it comes to solid sterling silver chains like this. Not today. £11.95. We've gone straight down. Even if you'd made this yourself, forget about the gemstone, forget about the silver, just the time it had taken you to make this, you'd be putting a bigger price tag on than that, wouldn't you? $11.95 is incredible. Joan in Devon, John in Surrey, you've just come in, collected in Bridgend, Tina in Nottinghamshire, you've just joined me as well, congratulations to you. USUD80 is your code for this one. This would look great for headpieces as well. Beautiful. 22 chances left, loads of you with those in baskets, just to make sure that you're checking out. Chain, there's a lot of chain here. Is this a 10-metre reel? Wow. Okay, actually, Gemma, we saw the picture of you the other day.
Saw you put that on.
Did
you? I thought that had finally gone.
No, we still got it.
I thought it had finally gone.
Was it just chain that you used? Yeah. There was a picture of Gemma. It's on Facebook. That's it. Ryan's on it now. Sorry, Gemma. How much chain did you use for that, Gemma?
Like 40 metres.
40 metres?
Yeah. But
wow.
I think it's worth it.
Oh, definitely. There it is. Look at that. Oh, look at that, Gemma.
That was my mum's hen do.
Wow, that is fab. I mean, that's 40 metres of chain right there. But, thinking outside the box as well. Gemma, you must have had so many compliments on that. And so many people saying, I mean, I'm guessing that a lot of people knew that you'd made it. But a lot of people must have been saying, wow, make me one.
Yeah, my sister wears it quite a bit as well.
Does she?
And because it's universal, because it doesn't fit. It's not it's one size, so it fits anybody. So she wears it too, and every time she wears it, she's inundated with comments, and I think that's why she likes wearing it, really.
Yeah, of course. It is fabulous, and you could recreate something very, very similar, perhaps not use 40 metres, you could use the 10 metres that you've got here, or if you wanted to come in and you wanted to multi-buy, get full. Try it. Do you know what, that just looks so fantastic. And that's like, you've got on with a little black dress there as well, and it just completely transforms.
Yeah, the dress was £7. And and I think it just made it an outfit. But you can put it on with all sorts. You can even put it on with jeans and for a festival or something. But I mix and match different types of chains, so you get different luster and different movement from each one. So even if you've got odds and ends left on reels, that's pretty much what I used.
Wow.
So
that's fab. I love that. I'll borrow that when your sister's finished with it. 10 metres of chain. We're at £12.95. No, we're not. I was just about to say it's £1.29 per metre of chain. Lowest ever price point for you. You've got 10 metres to be going on with there. Wow. £6.95. Never ever been seen that low before. Take advantage today. If you are watching right now, you are watching at the right time. Collect it in County Fair. Marna, well done. Shirley in Nottinghamshire. Gwyn in Kent. Laura in Cheshire. Lauren? Oh, sorry, Lauren. I've just made you sound very French there, Lauren. Lauren. I kept changing people's names yesterday. I do this quite a lot, don't I? I don't mean to. I do apologise. Jill in South Yorkshire. John in Surrey. Vivian in Greater London. Well done to you. We've had a text in from Tanya in the West Midlands. I was sent home from work with heat exhaustion. It was because I was pregnant and couldn't take paracetamol. I had a few days off, then went back to work. Lol. Heat exhaustion. That's quite a good one. Yeah, especially in the summer. Heat exhaustion. What about you, Kerry? Have you, no? Boring. We're gonna have to think of one for you. If Kerry's off tomorrow, actually you're not in tomorrow anyway, are you? Friday, we know why.
A few Sundays with food poisoning.
Oh yeah, Sundays with food poisoning. Yeah.
A few of those when I was younger.
Are you all taking note at home now? Next time Gemma Crow's due in on a Sunday and she's got food poisoning. Did you go out last night, Gemma? What about you, Pete?
My dog actually ate my homework once. So I didn't know how to explain it.
How many times have teachers heard that story? My dog ate my homework.
But when it actually happens, you don't know how.
But when it actually happens, you don't know how to. He still finds it really funny now.
I had
Pete's teacher will text
when
me
I was teaching, I had a kid bring in their homework actually chewed up.
Oh really?
By the dog, because they were like, "You're never going to believe me."
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have.
No, you wouldn't have. Would you? It is. I think we've probably heard that one quite a few times, haven't we, in our school days? My dog chewed it up. Let us know what your stories are. 60777. Have you tried to get out of work? You know, that's the worst, isn't it? When the weather's nice. How many of you phone in sick when it's a nice sunny day? No, well, I can't say that I have either, to be honest, because we're quite lucky here. We don't kind of do a full working week. It's really easy. It's not, actually. We work really, really hard. But yeah, that does kind of make it a little bit easier in the summer, doesn't it? When you've only got to work 2 days and you know you've got 2 days off. It's generally our 2 days off that it rains. Okie dokies. If you've got that in your basket, just make sure you're checking out loads of you multi-buying for that chain, actually. Well done. Oh, I love this. I love this cabochon. Have a look at this. When was the last time you saw pink opal? I love it. The pink opal, the blue opal, just gorgeous. Now, this gemstone, very, very rare indeed. We do not see it very often at all. And 20 carats in a single gemstone. Wow. That is humongous. Do you know, I'm just actually looking. Yeah, it would work, I think. And the necklace collars, you know, the brand new necklace collars that we've got? I mean, you could put that on the silver one, you could put that on the gold one, on the rose gold one if you wanted to. If you've got a cabochon like this, oh, look at that. I quite like that with the silver, you know. But we've got the rose gold and we've got the gold as well. We've got 3 sets of brand new necklace collars for you today. Really doesn't get any better than this. Those are coming up a little bit later on. But there's loads you can do with that cabochon. You know, you could quite easily stick it to a necklace collar if you wanted to. You could wire wrap around this, with your copper wire. That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it, with your I was going to say rose quartz. It's because we never have pink opal, that's why. Very rare, very, very beautiful. It's Peruvian pink opal, Helena. Just a wild guess. It is Peruvian pink opal. Completely natural gemstone. Now, when we had, I know certainly on our sister channels here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, the green opal, the pink, the blue Peruvian opal, just tiny, tiny amounts. So for us to actually get this kind of carat weight in one gemstone is very rare. In fact, on our sister channels, we haven't had a carat weight of this size in a single gemstone. That is just beautiful. Look at that colour. This is collectors. I mean, this has got to be up there in your stash. It really, really has. 20 carats in a single gemstone, 25mm cab you've got there. For me, that has statement ring written all over it. That is beautiful. As a pendant, long drop in a pendant, maybe choker style as well with that size would look great, wouldn't it? They are fantastic. I'll be multi-buying. We don't get very many opportunities to own Peruvian pink opal here at Jewellery Maker. We're going to bring you the lowest ever price tag today as well to make sure that those of you that want it can do it. 0800 644 655. Add to your order £17.95. I didn't expect this under £29.95, got to be honest. 20 carats in a single gemstone. Belinda in Buckinghamshire, well done. Jenny in Suffolk. Collect it in Buckinghamshire, collect it in Essex. You've just joined me on the website this morning as well. Do remember, if you've been shopping last night, midnight tonight, 1p&p. Oh, Fleur. This is Fleur who work hardens on an aerosol can. Guest designer Fleur. I pulled a sickie to go to a concert. Everything was going well until I got caught on the local news programme going into the concert live on the news. Oh, Fleur. Got to be careful, haven't you, really? Where you're going. That's the worst. You can't really do it if you're going out. It's just too... It's too risky, isn't it? Yeah. Trust Fleur. She's probably there with glow sticks around her neck as well. Do you know what I mean? To really make it obvious. If you've got that in your basket, do make sure you're checking out. SHJN67 is your code for that one. Okay, so Gemma's challenge Look at this gemstone. I think this is fab in your tree of life. Gorgeous, gorgeous Unakite you've got here. These colours are fab. 3 strands of your Unakite here. You've got your beautiful nuggets there. Look at those colours. Gorgeous. Almost blossom pinks you've got in there. Peachy hues with the gemstone. Gorgeous earthy green tones in there as well. You've got a nugget strand there, 84 centimetre strand, 300 carats you've got in that strand, and it is a double strand, so essentially you've got 2 strands there. A lot of gemstone. You've got your beautiful 2 mil rounds there, sorry, I beg your pardon, 3 mil rounds, 15 carats in total. And then you've got your bigger rounds here at 10 millimetres in size, 130 carats, and they are top drilled rounds as well. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Just one of those in a ring is going to look so pretty. Can you see how all individual they are? I was talking, I think it was yesterday, about individuality, and normally that comes at a very, very high price tag. So with gemstones, that are very unique in this way, where you don't get 2 the same, for me, that's a massive bonus. It really is, because, you know, chances are nobody in the world is going to have exactly the same gemstone as you. I just love the colours within your Unakite. They are stunning, aren't they? So this is your challenge, Gemma. What are you thinking?
Well, I love Unakite. I love the combination of those colours together. They're really like, do you remember when camo was all in, you know, and we all used to wear our big baggy bottoms, but if you teamed it with pink, it was girly camo, you know.
Yeah, it was.
And so that was my combination when I was, and I think it's always just stayed with me. I love that combo. But I also love the drill hole on those,
on the big rounds,
on the rounds, because they offer so much versatility. You can have them as buttons, you can have them as rings, and you don't see any of the wrapping. So I love them for that, really.
Yeah. It's gorgeous bundle, isn't it? The camo. I remember the camo. Ryan was like, camo. Camo!
I bought some camouflage boots the other day. I think I'm having a crisis. Yeah.
Wow. I had the most spectacular pair of dungarees. Yes, dungarees. They were from Oasis in Birmingham. Do you remember Oasis in Birmingham?
Yeah.
The old Oasis. Yes. They were special. Those dungarees were. They were camo. Oh, they were fab.
Did you wear them with one strap off
one strap down,
and a crop top and a hat?
Yes, Gemma. I haven't got them anymore. I wish I did, just to show you. You would like. Isn't it funny when you look back at some of the things you used to wear?
Yeah.
Luckily for us, gemstones don't date, do they? They don't come in and out of fashion. They just look fabulous all the time. You have a massive carat weight, 445 carats in total, £13 and 35 pence, not your price tag. And you are getting all 3 strands, £8.95. Incredible. Boho beauties, indeed. That's all the rage at the moment, isn't it? The boho chic look, you know, the big flowy. I'm trying to find a word for that skirt. Yeah, that big flowy skirt.
Like an asymmetric hem.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of the word to describe that dress, but Gemma knows what I mean. As long as one person does, I'm all right. That's fine. A long flowy skirt, yes, that'll do. You know, the vest top, a long. Oh, do you know what? Nugget strand. Even that. I'm seeing the whole look now. Your long flowy skirt, your vest top on your holiday, and just simply re-stranded a nugget strand. There's so much you can do with a nugget strand, isn't there? You can tie that at the bottom if you want to. You can just re-strand it where as it is. They're gorgeous. Double them up. Put them over your wrist as bracelets as well. They look fantastic. Real, but I can see Kate Moss rocking this. 0800 644 655. Anne-Marie in Greater London. Collector in the Outer Hebrides. Gwyn in Kent. You're back in. Well done. Carol in Bedfordshire, collector in Suffolk, collector in Essex, Valerie in County Kildare, you're there as well. QEGC91 is your code for this one. So we will have a little bit look. Exactly. At Gemma's pieces at the end of the show. Gemma's challenge. We've had another text. Pop those there. We're just trying to find it. From Laura in Cheshire. I had a pupil once tell me his baby brother threw up on his homework. He then produced the homework. Yeah, the thing is, would you have believed him if he'd have just told you, like Gemma with the chewed up homework? You probably wouldn't have believed him, would you? So, fair play. Yikes, can you imagine that? It's okay. It's okay. He probably was just showing you a blank piece of paper because you wouldn't get close enough to look, really. Have a look. Oh my gosh, look at these colours. So, the leather will be sold separately. That's going to come up for you in just a moment. Have a look at these. Oh, look at these shells. Shells. I love them. Oh, they are so beachy, aren't they? So holiday, especially. They are actually shells. I know. Helena loves shells and she's got them twice in one strand. Shells. They're so pretty, aren't they? They are gorgeous. You've got two strands of your shells here. You've got your hessian beads there, 8 by 2.5 millimeters in size, and you've got your carved fans there as well, which are 10 millimeters in size. They're stunning, aren't they? They really are beautiful. You've got 150 carats of your green magnesite hearts here. Real turquoise hue as opposed to green there, I'm thinking. They're gorgeous. Simple earrings just by themselves. They will look fantastic. So you have 150 carats in your magnesite hearts there as well. You've got 100 carats in your puffy ovals there as well. They're 10 by 8 millimeters in size. And your hematite there. Look at that for a splash of luster in with this bundle. You have 630 carats. Wow! Massive carat weight. So with hematite, especially this size, especially with this much luster, all it takes is just one of those, isn't it? You know, in a long drop, in a pendant. Oh, do you know what? I'm just looking at those hematites. How beautiful would they look with tiger's eye? Those golden hues in there, that gorgeous luster coming through. The hematite would look fantastic with tiger's eye. Got some gorgeous tiger's eye shapes coming up later on. So you've got over 600 carats in your hematite. You've got your beautiful green magnesite. You've got your puffy ovals and your puffy hearts there. And these shells are just dreamy. Quite unisex as well, I'm thinking those. You could use those in a lot of gents designs as well, couldn't you? You do have a lot of wire as well as your gemstones. You've got your 0.4, your 0.6 and your 0.8. And I think, is that your 0.25 or is it another point? Yes, and your 0.25 there as well. So you have 15 metres of your 0.25, 10 metres of your 0.4, 10 metres of your 0.6 and 10 metres of your 0.8 millimetre gauge, your gold coloured wire in there. Fantastic amount of wire to be getting on with. We haven't had too much of the gold wire at all lately. We had a couple of kits last weekend. What day is it today? Tuesday. It wasn't the weekend, it must have been the end of last week. We had a couple of kits with quite a lot of wiring. Other than that, outside of the kits, we've not really seen a great deal of your gold coloured wire. You've got 45 metres in this kit here. WAGC 26 leather nappers coming up for you very soon. Should be £47 and 5 pence. But we're going even lower. Going even lower, saving you lots and lots of money, just so you can get the leather as well. £28 and 95 pence. Look at the carat weight of gemstones that you've got here. In fact, have we ever seen the shells before? I've never seen them. Never ever seen them before. They are so pretty. Delicate earrings. They'd look gorgeous, wouldn't they? I'm just going to count actually how many you've got on this strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's about 41, approximately 41 on that strand. So there's a lot of them there. It might just be simple earrings with that strand for you. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Never been seen before. Brand new strand you've got there. Your shells. They're actually called fans on my graphicals, but they are shells. They're beautiful, aren't they? 0800 644 655. Brenda in Surrey, Yazari in Cambridgeshire, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, well done, Isabel in Angus, Natasha in Angus, Laura in Cheshire, you're there as well. If you haven't dialed yet, do it now. We're going to bring you the leather very soon to add to these pieces as well. It's exciting. Should we go and have a look? Let's go and have a look. at some of Gemma's pieces. I haven't actually had too much of a look today. I wanted to save it, and then I thought, well, I'm going to have a quick look. And then when I looked in the box, I couldn't see the shoes or the bag.
You came
so I thought, yeah,
I
thought, actually, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. But the first thing that I saw, Gemma, was this.
Yeah.
And I love that. How cool is this?
I like that one. It's such a simple, it's probably the most simple of the designs, but it's, I mean, the feather's just such a symbol for lots of people, for lots of reasons.
Yeah.
And it just works, doesn't it? Because you can flex it to any shape and it works, so.
And it looks fab. One of the new necklace collars there as well.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Loving these designs. And I think the hematite as well, I noticed earlier with the new leathers that we've got, really does work well, doesn't it? And also with the green magnesite, it looks fab as well.
Yeah. The colour combinations I don't think they could have been better, to be honest. I love it in these combinations. Absolutely gorgeous.
Look at that. How gorgeous. Look at the luster you've got from leather. Isn't that bonkers? Gorgeous. Love those. And this piece as well, Gemma, this looks like it's taken you absolutely ages to make this one.
Well, it didn't. It's nice to build that one because it's, you know, you just put another bit on and another bit on and then you put it all together and all of a sudden you've got this sort of bouquet or...
leather bouquet as well.
Yeah, spray of flowers. And those shells are absolutely gorgeous, the shells.
Yeah.
They are so pretty. I really love those.
I love
make great flowers.
Pieces. They're all real statement pieces, aren't they? And I think whether you use the necklace collars on their own, whether you use the gemstones on their own, because you've got that luster from the hematite with the green magnesite there teamed up, look incredible. You've got luster from the necklace collars, luster from the leather. You've got luster from your hematite here as well. So teamed together, they look fab. They really, really do, don't they?
It is. It's a dream bundle. I mean, I think you could just spend so much time playing, experimenting, and you know, I haven't used everything, not by a long shot. I've got so much left of everything that, you know, I could do it all over again, really.
Wow, look at the earrings as well, Gemma. I'm actually looking at these now, looking down. You've added all the texture in there as well.
Well, that sort of happens. It just sort of happens by accident. So, you know, this is what's lovely, because your designs, you've got one thing in mind and then it evolves into something else. But yeah, that's, you know, I've made sure I've got the texture for the centre of the feather.
They are so Beyonce.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? I'm pleased with those.
Gorgeous, love them. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that are all, you know, big pieces as well.
Yeah.
And you've got some left over as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got quite a bit here, quite a bit of leather left over, and loads of gemstones.
Wow, look at all the shell you've got there.
Yeah, loads of shell.
And your wire as well.
Yep, tons left.
Look at that. I love those. So what are you going to demo for us then?
There's a few bits and pieces I'd like to show you in this one. The leather in this is so soft. It's
dreamy.
It's the finest. It's like silk of the fabric world. Then it is so fine and supple. It's just beautiful, especially this one and the gold. They're just. You wouldn't believe how soft and floppy they are.
Yeah, they are,
drape.
aren't they? And they smell beautiful.
Yeah,
it was quite interesting actually, because I can remember the last time that we had the leather nappers on, I think we had the red and we had another kind of metallic one. And when I took them upstairs, the amount of people that said, oh, can I just smell them?
Yeah, they do smell lovely.
They do smell amazing, don't they? Look at those. I mean, that is just pure luxury, isn't it? They are dreamy. We had a sneak peek of these a good few weeks ago, Helen and I, upstairs, and we were just like, right, we have to have those on our show with Gemma Crow. It's not up for discussion, that's how it has to be. Oh, and we'll have the brand new necklace collars as well. And they all do work really fabulously together, but there's so much that you can do with these, isn't there, Gemma?
There is.
So many different things.
There is. It's just, you know, it's just choosing what to do next, and obviously we've got more leather coming up in the future as well, so I'm just choosing something every time. So this time we've got feathers, and I'm going to show you a bit of the wet forming of it, because this is so soft. It really lends itself to doing quite, you know, lots of manipulating and squishing and getting lots of texture in, because it works for you in that way. So
just stunning, isn't it? We've got the is this a bronze colour? Just looking for the graphicals.
I think it's called
there.
pewter. I think
pewter, that would make sense. Yeah, pewter.
But it's much bronzer than I would.
It is quite. There's quite a lot of gold in there, isn't there?
Yeah, it is more like an antique bronze, I would say.
Gorgeous. And I love this brown, almost It's almost like a suede. It's got a suede.
Yeah, it is. It's very, it's suede. It's like a, it's almost like a nubuck, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
It's softer than suede. It's beautiful, and it stretches as well. So it's got some sort of give in it as well.
Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? And every time I've seen these, straight away I've just thought, clutch bag. Which is why I asked Gemma for a little helping hand this time, just so I can get some inspiration on how to do my own. But they are fantastic, whether they be to pop it into jewellery. I mean, that is the perfect size, isn't it? I mean, clutch bag as well. The colours that we have for you are just incredible. Now, for any of you that love your fashion, that love your handbags, you know, that love anything leather, if you look, you know, to buy a leather handbag, you know, if you look at a handbag and it's like £20, you know it's not leather.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not cheap at all. If you tried to buy this, by the yard, the square foot or whatever, from wherever you were shopping, you know, if you're going to the rag market in Birmingham, you're going to struggle to find a square foot of leather at this price tag. And we have selected the best as well, I have to say. These ones and the ones we've got coming up later on, they are just incredible. You're going to get all 3 pieces. Please, please send us your designs. I really want to see what you've been doing with your leather nappers, because they are gorgeous. They're so high-end. They are so luxurious, aren't they? They really are. And you've got all 3 there. 800 644 655 PNGC01 should be £31.85 at that price tag. That's phenomenal. That's just over £10 per napper there as well. But we're going down even lower to £26.95. Under £30. I mean, just, you know, if we used one of these, I mean, you could pop a zip in there, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could pop a zip on there. You could embellish this with a few genuine gemstones as well. That would be, as a one of a kind, I mean, I'm talking from experience, having bought a lot of handbags. I think that would be well into 3 figures. Well, if that had a designer name next to it, we'd be talking mega bucks for a genuine leather clutch bag. That's just beautiful, isn't it?
It is gorgeous.
0800 644 655. I don't want to put them down. They just feel so nice and smell so amazing. Do you know what? It sounds funny, doesn't it? But when you get them, you're like,
yeah, you are. And every time you lift them up, I can smell it wafting.
oh, it's just
wafting at my
gorgeous, isn't it? There are tons of you checking out, loads of you multi-buying, and a lot of you with those in baskets. You're going to have to quick. Quantity, I think, is good. I think the quantity is good because they're brand new, but I wouldn't hang around because I don't think these are going to hang around. I'm going to get a few when I come off today, definitely. Okay, Gemma, I'm going to let you crack on.
But just going back to what you were saying about popping a zip in,
yeah.
Those of you that do a lot of sewing and textile work, this is the leather that's closest to a textile then, in terms of how it works. You can easily put that on a standard sewing machine.
Yeah.
Straight through. You don't need any special needles or anything. It's so soft, and you can just run that through. So it's great for things like patches on your arms and your knees and customising clothes. This will work really well. Some of our other leathers are more thick and will alter how a garment moves. Okay. This one won't because it's so fluid.
Soft,
yeah.
Beautiful.
So that sort of thing. If that's what you like to do, then this particular leather is the one for you.
I can see Fleur. Not the lady herself, but she's on the web. Our Fleur in the West Midlands guest designer Fleur. Cheeky monkey. Right, I'm going to let you crack on then, Gemma. Okay,
so I'm going to show you a couple of things.
Okay.
It's so simple to work with that I can show you a few things all in this 1 hour. So what I'm going to do is show you how I've done the necklace there with the...
This one here,
yeah, that's it. And it's also the same way as I've done the base for the necklace with the spray of flowers on. Yeah. And very similar for the necklace with the tassels of gold hanging down. These are all wet formed, so I've saturated the leather, wrung it out, given it some texture, and then draped it into position, really. So I just want to show you just how simple that is, and also sort of measuring out how much you need. What I like about this is generally I use the scraps. The one that I showed you with the all the colours of leather draped on was actually all the bits that were sort of left over, the larger pieces, and I just trimmed them into similar shapes and did the same each side to get that effect so just scrunching them all up.
Gorgeous.
So, but this one with the collar, it was planned from the beginning. That's what I was going to do. So I'll show you how I've done that. I'm going to use the gold leather. So here's one of my sheets here, and then I'm going to cover this collar. So I want it roughly the same shape but bigger, obviously.
Okay.
So this is rounded, so you want to take account of that. So all I do is I generally just hold it and rock it round, and that will give me my shape. So I draw around it as I rock it round.
Both sides of all of them are fab as well, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not just the metallic side. The reverse is gorgeous as well.
Yeah, I mean, I love tan leather, so this side of the gold is just lovely. And same goes. So if you want to do some sort of twist and tuck technique, if you cut it and then just twisted it over, you've then got that two-tone, which works really well. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the corner because then I'm using as little as possible. I'm just going to position my necklace collar with the centre face down, which means these are up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, and just check that when you roll it round, that you've got at least an inch.
Yeah.
Okay, on either side. So we want at least that much so that we can get some good gathering going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm using pen here. At home I'll probably use a chalk or a coloured pencil of some kind, but just so you can see in the studio. So what I'm doing is rocking that round as I draw around it. And it's only a rough outline because I'm not going to cut this line. This is just going to give me a good idea of where I need to cut to get enough of the leather so I can actually cover and ruche. So it's just very roughly.
Okay.
Like that. That's roughly what I need to do. Can you see that on the camera? It's just that shape. So that's what it looks like flat. And then what I would do is, just to give you an idea, usually I do this by eye, just go an inch border.
Okay.
Okay, actually I don't want to come all the way up the neckline. I'm going to cut it off about here. So if I go there, about an inch all the way round. And maybe I'll have a bit more in the centre so I can get a bit more detail going on there. And that's then the line I will cut. Okay?
Okay.
So just cut this out. So general scissors will work well. If you can get the leather scissors, brilliant. The difference with the leather scissors is they don't blunt.
Okay.
Because obviously leather offers a bit more friction on the blade, and so they'll blunt easier. So if you've just got your kitchen shears, your dressmaking shears, they will blunt more quickly when cutting leather.
We have had a couple of text messages in, by the way, asking for the necklace collars. You don't have to wait too much longer. They're coming up very, very soon for you. We've got brand new 3 different sets today of brand new necklace collars. It's so exciting. I think they're going to sell out quickly.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous just on their own.
They are. That's what I was saying earlier on. We were like, what's Gemma going to do with these? Because they look fab by themselves as well.
Well, I wore the slinky ones that we've got coming up later. I wore those by themselves.
Yeah.
I wore the silver one by itself.
They get in the vote, I think, as the favourite.
Okay, so what I've got here is a tub of water. Now at home, have a nice big tub.
Yeah.
This is whatever I could find in the cupboard earlier. And the hotter the water, the quicker it will saturate the leather, and the more squishy it will be, more clay-like. It almost becomes like a clay. But you'll see, if I'm going to drop this in the water and just push it down, and you'll see the colour changing as it saturates. So just making sure that it saturates right through.
And you almost wouldn't think, would you, to put it in water? You'd almost think you shouldn't put it in water, wouldn't you? But it does work so well.
Yeah, no, it's fine, and it's you can get some great textures. Like if you stretch this, if you had like I'll do this on another show, but if you have like polymer clay, then you make some keys or something like that, polymer clay keys or something with a nice texture, and then push the leather over the top of it. almost stretching it and rubbing it in whilst it's wet. It will then hold that shape when it's dry. Wow. And then you can use that on book covers and jewellery. And
that would be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
So I'll
Next
do that
show, Pips in the gallery.
I'll do that another time. Right, okay, can you see it's saturated now, it's gone a really dark colour. There's a few areas where it's a bit lighter, so I'll wait until it's all the same colour. Try and get all those air bubbles out, that means there's some dry patches, so we get all those out. And it gets really squishy. So if I take that out now and I'll screw it up to wring the water out. And if you feel it, it feels like clay.
Oh gosh, it does, doesn't it? It's really like gooey.
Yeah, it feels sort of slimy.
It is, yeah, isn't it? Oh, you wouldn't expect it to. No. You wouldn't expect it to feel like that, but it genuinely does feel like clay.
Yeah, and you can sculpt with it. So wring it right out, get it as dry as you can. And then where's my necklace colour gone? So here's my necklace colour. So all I do now is, you see what a lovely texture you get on it as well. Once you've screwed it up, you get that lovely texture. So I'm trying not to pull it out too much, because I don't want to lose all that texture. And I'm going to lay it into position on my necklace collar.
Actual gold.
And I just want, if I turn it over, you can see the back. What I'm trying to achieve is just a lip around the back, like this. Just a small lip, so that I've got enough to glue and keep it neat. And because when it's wet, and because it's got that bit of stretch in it, like that I was telling you, it will stretch around that curve quite easily. Whereas, you know, something a bit stiffer, if you put it around a curve, it sort of wants to go taut at the centre. The leather doesn't. So I'm just going to give it a good old wrinkle up. And what I have handy are lots of clothes pegs, and I'll sort of peg everything in place, and then I'll do the same at the back. So making sure that this is about 1 centimetre over. I get some more pegs. I've used them to set up another demo, so I can't use them, but I'll peg all the way across to hold it roughly in the shape I want it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you go across, squidging it into shape.
Oh, it looks so good.
And we just do that, and then I'll put that on the windowsill, in the nice sunny windowsill, or in the airing cupboard. You can do it on a very, very, very low heat on the oven, so just on, and dry it like that if you like. That'll dry very quickly. Just make sure it's all where you want it. Really scrunch it up. Exaggerate your scrunches, because some of them will sort of come out slightly. And we let that dry, and then when we take that off, it will be like that. It will stay in that shape.
Wow. And does it hold that shape always when you've done that?
Because this leather's so soft, it will pull if it's pulled. It will pull out, but it will sort of come back quite springy. But I've got the collars, and I want that rigid structure. So what I do then is, once that's dry, I take it off and then use my E6000 just to secure it, and glue a few pieces, bits and pieces inside. Okay.
Wow.
For a minute, because I want to show you the next bit. I'm going to use a water-soluble glue, because obviously you mix the E6000 with the wet, so you have to wait till it's dry. But if you've got a water-soluble glue, that will stick to your bases, then you can use that.
I've got Helena whooping in my ear because I'm bringing on the necklace collars, whoop whoop. She can't wait any longer. So while Gemma's just gluing that there, I'm going to bring you the necklace collars. We've had so many messages about these already. They are fab. I love them. They are so great. They really are. You know, as far as trend is concerned, we have hit that nail right on the head. We really, really have. And I love the fact that we're bringing you the packs of the new necklace collars today with each colour in as well. You know, it's not like we're bringing you the silver ones, and we're going to bring you the rose gold later, and then we're going to bring you the gold. We're bringing you them all together, so you've got that option there, whether it be for your own personal stash, whether it be to make jewellery with, whether you're coming into the leather nappers and you're going to create Gemma's design with yours as well. Look at them. Do you know what? I'm just going to hold this up by itself, because as soon as Helen and I came in, literally, on a normal day, I'll come in and we will sit upstairs for a while, talk through a few things. Not today, straight down to have a look. I'm trying to watch my microphone there. We were, oh, look, you see, just this by itself looks incredible, doesn't it? Just by itself. Now, I don't know if you joined it, watched this the other day on the mid-show. Guest designer Fleur was here, and she used her hole punch and her saw, and she cut a heart out.
That was Claire, I think.
Oh, was it Claire? Oh, it was Claire.
It was a great
actually,
show.
it was Claire. I remember. She gave us a little workout at the same time. She was doing some squats at the same time. It was hilarious. I was still texting her on the night because I was still laughing about it. Yes, it was guest designer Claire, I beg your pudding, and she cut out a heart, and we've not really seen that done much before. It looked fantastic, you know, and it was quite easy to do with a little bit of time. Just that. You could glue one of the cabochons here as well. You can stamp on this as well, and it would look fantastic. This is just one. I'm going to hold up the rose gold one as well if I can, Ryan. Our guest designer Jan, she's there. I'm surprised she's found her phone actually in the mess at home. She's lost 2 Tanzanite cabochons and she's looking for them, and she's had to turn her workshop upside down to look for them. So good luck with that, Jan. I said I'll see you in a few months then. That's the rose gold. Look at that. You know, you could wire wrap around these as well. You could add some gemstones in there if you wanted to as well. They look incredible by themselves. There's so much that you can do. You're going to have 3 of them, so it might be that you use the leather with one of them, you might leave one as it is, you might stamp on one. I love them. They are fantastic and they are brand new. I'm just going to show you the back of the gold one actually, because you have got a long chain on there as well.
Yeah.
So you can adjust that as well, can't
I
you?
actually took quite a bit of my chain off on a lot of them and used it in the necklace, one of the necklaces, because it's such a lovely chunky chain. It makes a great charm bracelet chain.
Yeah, it is really substantial. Even actually, interestingly, Helen and I, when we were looking at them earlier, we said we've almost kind of given a little extra because there was no need for us to put all that chain on these at all, but we have. So as you say, cut it off and use it for something else. You've got all of them. Look at those. Half of the stock has gone. We haven't even got the price in yet. Half of the stock has already gone. $24.95. I mean, look from there. Look at me. I love them. They're just so easy to wear. They feel amazing as well, don't they?
They're gorgeous. Do you know what? They make great epaulettes as well.
Oh,
so put one on your shoulder there like that, and they make these lovely like standy-uppy epaulettes. Well, they're good on your dress actually.
They would, wouldn't they? And you've got 3, and you could you could use the leather on them as well. Again, they're just fantastic. They really are. This is just one set, by the way, of 3 that I've got coming up for you today. Wait until you see the others as well. We did have a couple of texts this morning saying I was going to go and do this, but now I can't, can I? Can't go out. I feel a spend coming on today. I am sorry. CUGC58 is your code. So many of you multi-buying as well, and do you know what? I'd go for it. I definitely would, because I can see these selling out today. And when we get them back, I'm not sure. Thank goodness you've tuned in. I just love them by themselves. They're brilliant. I'd be, you know, they're so beautiful. It's almost like, well, do I leave it like that for a bit? You know, think about your design maybe. Just or do one and not do the others. It's
tempting to make a design something that you can slide on and off, so that you can just keep the collar and then just make various cabochons to slide on and off.
Genius.
There's another DI for another day.
Yeah. Write that one down.
Write them down.
There, Pip.
Write them down, because I forget them by the time I go home.
$24.95 for all 3, I think, is absolutely incredible. CUGC58. How are we doing on quantity now? Okay, over 100 have gone already. We've probably got about 90 left. And there's so many of you there with them in your baskets. There is a queue on the telephone lines. Hold on. Don't put the phone down. It's not costing you a penny. It's a free phone number. Just sit tight and we'll be with you very, very soon. If you've got access to the web, just go on the website, check it out, job done. But just stay there if you haven't. You should be all right, but just stay where you are. I hope there's a few left. I want one of each. I think I'm going to have to get one of each today, because I can't choose.
Yeah.
They're all just so lush, aren't they?
Yeah. I've got somebody waiting to buy me the slinky ones as well.
I love the slinky
ones. So hopefully they got me the leather already.
I love the slinky ones.
Yeah.
I wish I had my own personal shopper.
Yeah, well, it's very rare, but I did sort of beg today. Yeah.
Anyone watching for me? Mum? Even my mum's not watching today. She's gone out now. Bam.
I think your mum would shop for me if I asked her.
She would.
She's so nice.
She would, wouldn't she?
Yeah, I think she would.
But it's funny when guest designers come in and go, oh yeah, I've been chatting to your mum. I'm like, what? Really? I am sorry. Sorry, Gemma, I'll let you carry on.
Okay, so now I mean, what I've done here is I've just pretended it's dry and I've used a glue just to keep it all in place, because then you can manipulate these crevices a bit more once you've got a bit of glue onto the collar itself. You can then push down certain areas so you get raised areas and areas that are very secure. So in these areas that are deeper and sort of touching the collar, then what I do is I use the end of my, you can use a cocktail stick, but I like just the end of my bead reamer from the basic toolkit, and it gives you a little blob that you can just, blob of glue that you can blob into there. And I'm using the E6000 here, which is perfect for this because it squishes down and sort of hugs the crevices, and it's not too thin, so it will really hold your gems straight away. And then all I've done is stuck my gems on in all the areas that are crevice.
Wow.
And then I've just sort of pulled it round a bit so they almost look like they're embedded.
Yeah.
And just keep that there. And then all you do is just keep finding little areas where you can see that another gem would go nicely. And that sits in there, and I pull it round. And just sort of embed it, and it looks like somebody's just poured gold,
doesn't it? Yeah.
over a load of gemstones, doesn't it?
Oh, I love that.
And just keep going like that, and you can add any of the gemstones in there. The hematites are a little bit big, really, to do that.
Yeah.
I'd suggest if you were going to put those on, you wire them in, or stitch them in before you glue everything on.
Yeah.
But these are perfect because they've got that lovely flat side.
They're gorgeous together, gorgeous contrasting colour as well.
Looks great together. It looks great together. So that's that one, and that's that wet forming. So any shape you want to create, you screw it up, exaggerate the shape, dry it out. The quicker you dry it, the less chance it's got of springing open.
Righty-ho.
And then glue it into place, or stick it into place, stitch it into place, wherever you're going to use that piece. But really easy. Yeah. Really easy.
They're gorgeous.
Okay, so that's that one.
Love those.
That's that one all shown and demonstrated.
Fab.
Oh, just one more point. At the back, if you've pinned it all nicely and pegged it all in nicely, then that is actually quite neat. Yeah. It dries quite neat. However, if you find this a bit scruffy and you're going to sell it on and you don't want that showing, just cut another piece of leather just to sit over the back, and that will finish it beautifully.
Fab. Love that, because a lot of people do look at the back as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do. If I'm buying anything, I probably look at the seam or the back or in the pocket or the lining before anything else.
Was you just looking at me thinking, you look like Beyonce?
They look, I was. It was more Nelly Furtado, I think.
Oh, I like that. I'll go with Nelly Furtado. I'm happy with that. I'll take that one. Sorry, Helen, did you say glue? Yes, brilliant. Okay. All three together?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you're going to get all three. All three packs of glue here, which are fantastic. They really are for gluing your gemstones, for gluing your leather as well. And they last so long as well, don't they, Gemma?
Yeah,
they really do. Go forever and ever and ever. Not quite literally, depending on how much work you do. But they are brilliant. And you've got your high-post cement here as well with the precision applicator, which is great for getting in those really, really tight spaces. So, you know, it might be that you've looked at something, you've missed something, and you've got to go back and do something. So without undoing all your work, you can just get in there with that precision applicator and pop a little bit of glue in there. And they are fantastic as well. I'm amazed by how well this, like, especially if you're looking at big gemstones, or you're gluing to like a necklace collar, and you think, that can't possibly stay, but it does. It does. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I've made rings and worried, you know, because I've worn them before, because rings are in and out of your pocket and out of your handbag, really vulnerable. And I've glued a gemstone to a wire frame, and it's still going. I wear it quite a bit, so
yeah, it is. I'm tried and tested. It's very, very strong.
It's fantastic, isn't it? I think it's just so handy to have in your kits at home. It really, really is for whatever work you're doing. So you've got the E6000 glue there, and you've got the high price cement glue, 9mm in there, and 14.8mm in your E6000 there as well. 0800 644 655 EVGC 25. Should be price tag of £12.95. Lots of you still with collars in your baskets. If you've just come in, you're going to have to be quick. Code is at the bottom of your screen for the necklace collars. That was just the first set of necklace collars as well. £8.95 for all 3 of the glue that you've got here as well. That is an incredible price tag, isn't it? Fab. I can't wait to do the others. I almost want to do them all straight away because I'm that excited. Helen's like, no, you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. We have been waiting a long time for them, to be fair, haven't we? And we got to see them quite a few weeks ago with the leather as well. I don't think I've slept since then. £8.95. Well done if you're multi-buying as well. Veronica, England Morgan, well done. You've got 2. Collecting the Hebrides, you've got 2 as well. Helen just said this is better than Christmas. You might be right there.
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're just missing the roast dinner and a few beverages. That's all. Eating's cheating. Youth. I can't do that anymore. I need a good meal before I go out. Jill in Greater Manchester, well done, collect it in Essex. Margaret in Midlothian and Jan in Sussex, collect it in Essex, well done to you. I've just painted a great picture of producer Helena, haven't I? Can you imagine Helena on a night out?
No.
Yeah.
She's too sweet.
Yeah, I think it would all change. I think it would all change. I really do. Carol in East Sussex. Joanne in Tynyway, collect in Worcestershire. Well done to you. You've got yours. Check out as soon as you can for those. Well done. Oh, do you know what? Collector in Essex, you've just got 5. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Brilliant. Okay, Gemma, I'm going to let you carry on.
Okay. So next I'm going to show you how to do the feather.
Oh.
Or fern, as my brother called it.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite fern-like.
Gorgeous.
And again, it's this particular leather that this is working well with because it's so soft. It looks like it would tickle, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It really, really does.
And it is that fine that it works like that. So it is this particular bundle that you want to be doing this with. So first what I've done is just made a paper template of a feather. So I folded my paper in half, drawn half the feather, and then opened it out. So it's this shape, or leaf, whatever you want to call it. So it's just like that, and then I use that to draw onto the back of my leather. Just pop it in a corner where it's going to, have the least impact on the size. Now, I always try and keep one side, just for you at home cutting and organising your leather, I always try and keep one side uncut.
Okay.
Because then if I want to make a bangle, I've got a nice long length, or if I want to make a nice bib or something like that, I've got one side that I've not touched. So I'll always try and work from one side so that I can keep just in case.
Yeah, and you don't want to waste any of this as well, do you? You want to keep as much as you can.
Because the temptation is to go into a straight edge and draw down it, but it might actually be more effective if you were to use this little section here. So that you've still got all these straight edges. Okay, just planning ahead like that, and really helps you make the most of your leather. So you draw around it, cut out your leather, and I've done that somewhere. I have, here it is. And this time I'm using the pewter, I think. And it's slightly thicker than the gold, but it's still nice and floppy. So I've got that there, and I'm going to just draw a line down the centre for when I'm cutting. It's like a guide. So just a line down the centre of that leather, and then I'm going to take my shears and I'll start cutting towards the centre. Okay. So I've started at the tip, and what I'm going to do is cut at the tip, just cutting in little tiny triangles. It does take a bit of time, this, but it's worth it. So cutting in tiny little triangles to start off with, and if you can see, I'm cutting sort of diagonally. I didn't draw it out first because you do want it to change and be different each side. You don't necessarily want it to be too contrived. So when I come to the next one, I'm cutting down in towards the centre, leaving about 1/2 centimetre, which I'm not sure what that is in inches, is about 1/4 of an inch, if that.
Okay.
Is that about right, 1/2 centimetre?
I have no idea. So I'm rubbish with things like that.
You see I've made a cut, and I'm not going to do another triangle. I'm going to cut parallel to that one.
Okay.
And slightly curving down to diagonal line. I'm going to do that for a few cuts. So like so, I'll show you a few. That way I'm always getting a point on the end, because we always want a point on the end of each frond, I think we decided they were called.
Frond?
Yeah. And then when it gets to the point where actually if I was to cut from the end there, it's going to be bent and look out of shape. At that point I will then decide just to trim that off and start that process again. So starting right at the tip, cutting at a diagonal and a sort of a curve in towards the centre, and keep going. And then again, this is too big now to curve down, so I'm just going to trim that off and that piece can come out of the way. And you keep doing that until you have done all the way down your feather. Okay. So if I keep going for this one for a minute, I want to show you how to vary it slightly for when you do the other side, because you'll find, depending on whether you're left or right-handed, that doing this side is much easier because you naturally go like this.
Yeah.
You come to do this side and you have to come back on yourself, or from here, and it doesn't quite flow the same way.
Okay.
So for me, cutting this side of the feather is the easiest, and I'll show you. I struggled with it for ages, and then the most simple thing, you just turn it over to cut it from the other side. You just, but it did take, it did take me a while, unfortunately. I don't know whether I should admit to that or not.
No, I think I probably would have done the same and struggled instead of just turning it over.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay, I'll let you catch up with that, Gemma.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want...
and I'm going to ring you these ones now. Oh yeah, I know. I feel like I should be going out now. We have another set of brand new necklace collars for you. They are all of them. You know, we can't pick favourites today. And to be quite honest, we were asked which ones we wanted. It was a case of, okay, which one do you want? We just said all of them. You know, we were just like, right, is there just any chance that we could have all of them? Because we can't choose. Now, I wear a necklace collar. You know our other necklace collars with the little catches on the back? I wear one of those a lot when I go out, just by itself, nothing on it at all, just because it has the most incredible lustre from it, you know, and I get so many compliments on it. They look sophisticated, they look elegant just by themselves. They are fantastic, they really, really are. Again, with these, you're going to get all three colours. So I've got the gold one on, you've got the rose gold, and you've got the silver one there. Now, the chain on these is even more, so you know how Gemma was saying that with the other necklace collars, the thicker ones, that there's a lot of chain on the back. Well, these, again, you know, it's almost like we've kind of...
You've got a whole necklace, because actually you don't even need a clasp, because it just sort of hugs the neck.
Well, do you know, that's exactly... I haven't done the clasp up on this now at all. It's just because of the weight of the chain down the back and the shape of the collar, it's just literally sat around my neckline now. You've got so much chain there, so if you wanted to take that off, and that is a chunky chain, isn't it? It really, really is. They're big links, and that is quite weighty there as well. So again, entirely up to you. And they're a great width as well. They're 10mm in width. So again, you know, you've got room for stamping there if you wanted to. You could stick your gemstones to there as well. You can use the leather with these as well. Wire wrap around them. Again, I think you're going to have trouble at home choosing today. So what I would say is just come in and get them all. And then when you get them home, you know, perhaps maybe think about it, but just keep them all. Just keep them all, because we never know when we're going to get these back in. We've had them all brand new on the show for you today. I think the other ones are close to selling out now. If you missed out on those, just have a look on the web. They were slightly thicker. Well, I say slightly thicker. They were quite a lot thicker. The others were thicker. These are on the web at the moment, still available. Again, in all three colours. There's just so much that you can do with them. They look fantastic on their own. and so good with your gemstones, with your leather, with your wire. You know, the possibilities are endless. So again, please send us your designs with these. I'd love to see them, especially if you're doing different things, like Guessie's on Eclair the other day when she cut the heart into the cuff bangle that we've had. You know, we've not seen that done before. You could try that with these as well. They're fabulous, aren't they? If you haven't started dialing yet, do it now. 0800 644 655, or on the web today at jewellerymaker.com. Loads and loads of you coming in for these. Essentially, to me here, you've actually got 6. You know, you've got 3 necklace collars, and then you've got 3 chains as well. I mean, the length of that chain, the length of chain that you've got there.
I think that's definitely a necklace length if you just joined the
ends.
ends.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. It really is. You could just pop your lobster claw clasp off there, rejoin that there, and that is a whole chain that you've got there as well, and that's in every single one. So you're going to have the rose coloured one, the rose gold coloured one, the gold coloured one, and the silver coloured one there as well. VLGC14 is your code for these. We've got a great quantity again today. Get these home 30 days if you need it, but you can take it anyway. It's there for your peace of mind, nothing else. Maybe you've never ever shopped with us before, and you're just trying us out. You'll be back. These are so on trend, aren't they? We're so on trend with these. And if you go onto the high street and have a look at the prices for anything like this, could you get one for this kind of price tag? $24.95 for all 3. VLGC14 is your code for this one. Lots and lots of you on the phone lines and on the web with us today. Well done indeed. Shirley in North Hampshire, you've got 2. Brenda in Surrey, you've got 3. I'm thinking gifts as well. You know, I say this all the time with chain. If you're not sure, you know, I wouldn't have a clue if Gemma said to me, yeah, I'd like a ring for Christmas. I'd be like, I haven't got a clue what a ring size is. No idea. Has she got her ears pierced? Have you got your ears pierced?
I have.
She does have her ears. Well, I know now. However, if I didn't, necklace collars, they're just fab, aren't they? You know, for all of your friends, your family, your sisters, you know, your nieces, your mum, someone that loves their fashion, loves their trend. Any one of the necklace collars that we've got today, bam. Doesn't it? In fact, if Gemma wore one of these today, you've got my necklace on again.
I have.
If Gemma wore one of these today, with what Gemma's wearing, it would look incredible. With what I've got on, with what Kerry's wearing today, with what Helena's wearing today, you can dress up an outfit. You did go with your jeans and t-shirt, wouldn't they? Yeah. Your little black dress, your maxi dress, absolutely anything. Fleur, Guessie's on a Fleur would probably wear one in her pyjamas because that's normally what she does. Loads and loads of you there. Fantastic job. If there's a queue on the phone lines, just sit tight again. There was with the last ones. They are brand new. We did know this was going to happen. So just sit tight. It's not costing you a penny, is it, to hold on there, to do stay where you are. If you do decide to take the chain off, again, just let us know. Drop us an email. Send us some pictures. Enter them into the Wall of Fame as well. It's well worth entering into the Wall of Fame because you could well win yourself £100 credited to your account for sending us. And also, I always say that, but it's inspiration for us as well, isn't it?
Is,
you know, if you send us pictures of your designs as well. So please do so. I can't believe, in fact, I'm going to get the ruler of the actual truth. Yeah. Well, I say that because the old ruler, this is the old ruler, this isn't the actual truth, you know. This is a really odd ruler. Right, I'm just going to measure the chain for you. But you're looking at this thinking, there's nothing odd about that, are there? Not sure. Maybe it's just me. Right, so you're looking at a good 9. You're looking at an 18-inch chain on there. An 18-inch chain on the back of that collar. You can leave it on there if you want to, entirely up to you, but I think I'd be quite tempted to take that off and get 3 chains and 3 necklace collars for £24.95 instead.
Yeah, I would definitely be tempted to take it off. And like, when I'm using it with the leather, I would be tempted to just use the leather cord to tie the back if I was, you know, just to keep it all consistent
in keeping,
as well.
Yeah, that would look lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would look fab. Well done, by the way. There's absolutely tons of you there. Multi-buying as well. If you've got those in your baskets, again, you haven't done it until you've completed your checkout. So just don't hang around for too long because there's still people waiting on the telephone lines as well. Fab. Okay, Gem, how are you getting on?
Okay, I've cut my feather out and I've cut all the little fronds. And it's, you know, it doesn't have to be really neat. That's because we're going to use some water on the ends anyway to sort of give the ends a little bit of texture. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a length of the 0.8 wire that you get in the bundle with your gemstones, straighten it out, and I'm going to use it just to lay at the centre of the feather at the back. It's going to do two things. One, it's going to give me that sort of impression of a spine for the feather, but it's also going to enable me to manipulate this feather into a shape that I like for wherever it's going to sit, whether it's around a bangle or on a neckline piece, or in your hair, or wherever it's going to go, because it'd be lovely in your hair on a hairband, wouldn't it? So just straighten the wire out as much as you can and lay it down the centre, and then take your E6000, and E6000 is the glue to use on this one, because we need a little bit of flexibility, so we need it to be able to move once it's dry, and also we want it to, when we come to defining the shape of the centre of the feather, we want it to be able to move around a little bit, so we need it still wet when we do that. So we're going to just position our wire, tip of the wire at the tip of the leaf, and run the wire down the centre. Okay, just keep it there for a minute, and then I've cut a section, just a strip of the leather from a different colour. You can use the same colour as you like, but I've used this one for now, and we're going to position that over the top of the wire and just press it down just to hold it in place. Okay, put that there, and then we'll turn it over and just trim it so we can't see it from the other side. Okay, we'll trim those two off together in a minute, and we're going to turn it up this way, and I'm going to run my thumbnail, or if you've got the boning tool for the leather, that's great, and we're going to run thumbnail up the side of the leather and sort of pushing either side of the wire so that we get that texture in there. You can see that appearing then. So as we're pushing in, we're squishing the glue so that it's going to hold that in place. Okay, so pinch, pinch, pinch all the way, and just then let that dry before you do anything else. Okay, and you see the stretch on there as I was pulling it, it's stretching. So you can stretch it out as well to give it a bit more texture, a bit more shape. So there's that there. Put it in a bit more. It's okay. So you let that dry now, and once that's dry and you're happy, we would then take. I'm just dipping in some water over here. Just my fingers. Get my fingers wet and just take the ends and just roll them. So I'm pinching the ends and rolling them between my fingers, just to give the ends of that feather just a bit of a twist. And again, exaggerate how you want the finished result to be, because we're not holding these twists in place with glue. They will untwist or unfurl slightly, and all we want is just to give us a little tiny bit of texture, so they're not just laying flat and straight. Okay, so you can see the difference on that side. We've just got them turning over. Same this side. You may need a bit more water. So just literally turning them between your fingers. You can do them individually if you want to, but it doesn't matter. Grab a few at a time if you like. Okay. So before you sort of tease them out so that they're exactly how you want them, let them dry like that first, and then come back and change them. And if you don't like them, when get your fingers wet again, and then take them over and just pull them out, stretch them out, lay it flat, let it dry flat this time, and then it will go back to almost how it was before.
That looks lovely like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, so once that's dry, it will be a little bit more rigid, because the glue will give it a bit more rigidity in the centre. And then you can take I've used this one because I thought it was in keeping with the feather. So I would just create the shape I want with my feather. So I want it to undulate there. What I've done on the one I finished is I've left the end loose from about 3 inches. So it's not glued from about here, which means I can make it sit like this, or I can make it so that it just comes up around the neckline, or I can flick the one end off in one direction, or make it stand up, or whatever I want with that end. But as long as I glue just this section, it's all very secure, and I can manipulate the end as I see fit, or as fits my neckline of that day. Okay, and so that's for the neckline. Just putting that in a cuff, just quickly show you how I've done the cuff. Instead of, I would have cut this off in the necklace, just literally cut that straight off. For the cuff, what I've done, if I just get rid of the leather, what I've done is left a little, about a half a centimetre again, 1/4 of an inch space that's not covered by the leather on the back. Pinch that upwards, and then the same on this end, and then I can anchor that through the leather on the cuff, spiral the back, and it's held in position. So if I bring this one over, you can see there it's just the wires running through, and it's spiraled into position. That's fab. To hold it in place at the back. And that's as simple as that.
I love that. And you could pop that onto a clutch bag if you want to, if you've made a clutch bag for the leather as well. That's just such a gorgeous piece, isn't it? Yeah,
it's great in vintage sort of hair designs. You know, it's just quite a universal sort of symbol, isn't it? The feather.
That. Gorgeous. These are coming up very, very soon as well. I think. Are these? Yeah, Helena's favourite. Were these yours favourite, Gem?
I think so. I mean, I love. I don't know. I love the other collars as well, but
it's a tough one, isn't it? I love the movement in these.
Yeah, me too.
They're fab, aren't they? So these ones, again, all 3 colours coming up for you in the second designer inspiration. It's very busy this afternoon. It really, really is. I've got Miss It, Miss Out coming up for you. I've got the second DI. It's got the bag in. It might be my favourite one, I think. So don't go anywhere and come back here. We'll meet you back here in just a few minutes' time.
Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the Jewellery Maker app today and boost your viewing experience. Come and join Jewellery Maker on Facebook and get involved with over 50,000 people who have liked us. You'll get up-to-date information about our channel from the latest images of designs by our fantastic guests, gossip on what is coming up in the shows, and the newest information on our workshops. You can get in contact with jewellery makers all over the world and get some fantastic hints and tips. Simply search Jewellery Maker in the search box or go to facebook.com/JewelleryMaker UK and you're there. You don't even need to have a Facebook account. We can't wait to see you there. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. We here at Jewellery Maker know how popular our 10-strand mystery packs have been, so we're bringing them back. You can get your hands on these completely random lucky dips for just £25. This works out to just £2.50 per strand, but be warned, it's while stocks last. Add this to your order and you won't be disappointed. Just ask for this code whilst on the phone to our call centre on 0800 644 655, or simply type the code into our website and add to your basket. Jewellery Maker, giving you the best deals on genuine gemstones. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the genuine gemstone company.
Come and join Jewellery Maker on Saturday the 29th of August for our slumber party. Stay wrapped up, get cosy in your PJs and chill out whilst watching Ali and guest designer Sheila for our fun-filled morning show.
I've seen the bag. I've seen the bag. I just said I'm going out today. As soon as I finish at 5 o'clock, I'm not going home. I'm going out on the town tonight. Yay! We're so excited. More leather coming up for you. More necklace collars, brand new. This kit is gorgeous. Look at these. I've never seen these before. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We've got so much more coming up for you. I'm sorry that you've had to change your plans for today. I really am. But it'll be worth it. Miss It, Miss Out coming up for you. Right now, just want to quickly show you my presenter's pick for today as well, because I think we're on to something here. 5 pairs of your peacock cultured pearl, half drilled gemstones. Coming up for you a little bit later on. Can't wait for those. You won't even believe the price. Less than £2 each. Right. Miss It, Miss Out then. I can't concentrate now I've seen the bag, literally. Okay, sapphires. Not just any sapphires. Sapphire cabochons. Oh my gosh, look how many there are here. Oh. Right. I don't know where to start. We've only got 15 chances. Oh my word. Sapphire cabs, look at these. These are just dreamy. I've got quite a few here as well. This is a massive carat weight, 115 carats in total. And they are gorgeous. In fact, do you know what? I've only ever seen these once before. And it was a very small quantity then. And I've only got 15 chances. Oh, that would make a gorgeous ring there. Aren't these stunning? Genuine sapphire. I think, Helena, that they are completely natural. They are beautiful. Look at those blues. Completely natural. So this is just 5% of the entire world's sapphire that is completely natural. How rare is that? Oh, good job, they're durable. They are beautiful, aren't they? When we think sapphire, generally, most of us think one of two things. We either think royalty or blue. Royalty. I know. And look at how much sapphire you have here. These are huge. 115 carats in total. I can't guarantee you the number of cabochons or the shapes and sizes that you will get, but I can guarantee you 115 carats. Look at that for a sapphire pendant. OMG. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you might get less, you might get more, you might get some bigger cabs, you might get smaller ones, you might get more pear shapes in there, you might get some rectangular shapes in there. I've only got 15 chances. EXIM 79, wow. Do you know, just that pear cab on its own, for me that's a £50 piece, easily. And I think I'm being quite generous. That's like £2.99 per cab. That's cheeky for sapphire, really, really cheeky.
That's incredible, isn't it?
They're sapphires. They're not fake, they're not synthetic. Say no to faux. That's what we say here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. One of these days I'm going to have a placard. I'm just going to come in with a placard saying say no to faux. £29.95 Susan in Lancashire, Valerie in Kent, Lynn in Kent, Julie in Shropshire, Isabel in Angus. Well done if you've got those. They are gorgeous. Do you know what? If we put another figure in front of that too, I think, yeah, that's fine. That's brilliant. That's incredible. For 115 carats of genuine sapphire. if you've got a phone in your hand, just press your number 1 button as quickly as you possibly can, because there are webbers there that are about to check out. It's going to be a race to the finishing post. Yikes. Righty-ho. Oh, look at that bag. Look at that bag. Sorry, Helena. Oh, these are pretty. Oh, we don't have many of these. These are gorgeous. Only 20. Miss it, miss out. These are stunning. Actually, Gemma, do you have just like a tiny little bit of wire that I can borrow? Any gauge, just for a minute. I just want to pop these on some wire for you so you can see them dropping down. Beautiful little charms. These are gorgeous, like little raindrops. Thanks, Gemma. Okay. Have a look. I think there's 10. 10 individual pieces you've got here. I'll just pop 5 of them on for you, but you do have 10, and they are 925. Where's that one gone? There it is. 925 sterling silver. How pretty are these? Look at those. They're gorgeous. Your little drop charms. They're like little teardrops, aren't they? Little raindrops. In earrings, they would look stunning, wouldn't they? They really would look beautiful. You've got so much luster. Silver, or solid sterling silver, is the most lustrous of all of your precious metals. So even when you've got no other gemstones there, just the silver by itself sparkles beautifully. You've got so much luster there. So you're going to get 10 pieces in total. I love these. You can really feel the weight of these as well. They're really weighty. You've got so much luster there as well. Collect it in Lanarkshire. You're straight in and you've got 2 of these. Well done, because we do only have 20 opportunities. £8.95. That's fab. These would look gorgeous actually. If you used all of these, you could sew those onto your leather, couldn't you?
Could. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look at that curve.
Lovely, actually.
Oh, look at the shoe. Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to get the next kit and the leather as well, and the last kit and all the necklace collars. Better do some overtime. £8.95, last 8 chances. Amanda in Glamorgan, Veronica in Glamorgan, Maxine in Tennessee, Collector in Worcestershire, you've got 2. Do remember, you've got 10 pieces there. I've just popped 5 on the wire for you to show you. Collect it in the West Midlands, collect it in Nottingham, collect it in Cornwall, Stella in Somerset. Pam, you've just joined me as well. Well done. Just make sure you check out quickly. You are checking out straight away. Last couple of chances. Okie dokies. Let's have a little look. Tanzanite cab. Jan, are you still watching? Our guest designer Jan, frantic this morning because she's lost 2 of her Tanzanite cabochons. She's having to turn her house upside down to find them, so we probably won't see her for a while. Now this is my favourite Tanzanite cab that we've had, in all honesty. I love the shape, I love the size, and you know what? I love the price tag that we're going to on this as well. You have a 15 carat Tanzanite solitaire, not a cluster, a 15 carat Tanzanite solitaire. Now, if Helena just now typed in 15 carat Tanzanite on the web, I think she'd probably struggle to find a 15 carat gemstone. I'm trying to think, I can't remember the carat weight exactly. It was around 2.5 carats. It was on the high street in a boutique style jewellers. It was £8,500. I can't make a direct comparison. That was a gemstone set. Gem? How many times can I say gem? This is, you know, I don't want to call this, you know, any less than gemstone quality. It's not. I mean, look at the colour of it. If I were to grade this personally, and I can't because that's not my field, but if I were, I would say this is nearing AAA grade for Tanzanite there. That is intense colour, and I'm sure all of you will agree. On the grading scale, we've got right through from your A grade, which is classed as pale in colour, right through to quad A, which is classed as vivid in colour. I'd go to the higher end of that scale with your AAA with this colour. It is so intense, so vivid, that colour there, real deep hue. If I were you, I would multi-buy. If you want to set some of this into jewellery for your own personal collection, I would, because I wouldn't be letting this go, to be quite honest. This is the kind of gemstone that I'm going to come in for today, and I'm going to buy, and I'm going to lock it away for a while. Because I think within the next 12 months, that's my prediction, I could be way off either way. You know, it could be longer, it could be a couple of months. But I think within the next 12 months that we will get the email, the mine's depleted, that's it. As soon as that happens, prices will shoot up even higher than they already have. And I said this a couple of times, you know, I'm surprised that we're not holding back on this Tanzanite. You know, let's keep this locked in our vault for another 10 years. Just see what happens. Hasn't been discovered anywhere else in the world since 1967. One locational gemstone found at the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro over in Tanzania. Hasn't been found anywhere else since 1967. It's not looking good. And prices for Tanzanite are not looking good unless you are shopping with us here. If you can find a 15 carat Tanzanite of this quality anywhere else for anywhere near where we are going today, I almost don't want to do it now. I think we're devaluing Tanzanite. I do. 15 carats in a single. If this was a 15 carat nugget strand at that price tag, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Lots of you coming in and multi-buying. Well done indeed. Maybe you are holding on to one of these for a while. Maybe you are going to set one into jewellery. Maybe you're just going to make the most incredible pair of earrings. I've spoken about that pair of earrings quite a few times that I saw in Harrods. Not as big as this. 2 gemstones, 1 in each ear. From what I can remember, the quality was not too dissimilar. They were over £40,000 in a designer boutique in Harrods. I know. Guest designer Jan. I found them, Han. They are so beautiful. I might just get me some more. Great show, ladies, and amazing designs yet again from Gemma. It's pretty special, isn't it? Jan, I'm so glad you found them. I'm so glad that you found your Tanzanite cabochons. I bet you've got some tidying up to do now, haven't you? Tidying up the house. Get some more, Jan. Okay, the Lotus flower charms. These are gorgeous. Look at these. Do you know what? There's so much you could do with these as well. They're a fab size, real statement piece. Actually, I'm going to use that piece of wire again. They really are statement jewellery, and so beautiful as well. Just excuse that wire there. There we go. And you've got 5 pieces in total. I'm loving the copper hue. I was talking about the copper hue yesterday, just saying we're really lucky actually. In fact, they are rose gold plated, I beg your pardon. Rose gold plated brass Lotus charms here. You've got that gorgeous rose gold colour that is so on trend right now, isn't it? Loads and loads of designers using rose gold. It is a really warming hue, and I'm loving this design. Never ever seen the Lotus charms before. They're 28 by 24 millimetres in size. There's loads you could do with these. You could use polymer clay, couldn't you? You could use your resin with these as well. You could weave with these. You could sew with these, couldn't you? You put your beads in there as well, your little seed beads. They look beautiful. Oh, can you imagine some black spinel in there? Oh, how gorgeous would they look? What would you do with these, Gemma?
I was just thinking they look really nice with my challenge. That sort of, you know, that boho look we were talking about. Lotus fits in with that because it's it's quite symbolic. So, and it fits with the colour, so they look nice. Can I? Yeah,
I'll let you have them. You can have them.
All right then.
0800 655. They are gorgeous, aren't they? I might have to dibs those pieces afterwards. Fiona in Nottinghamshire, Angela in Surrey, Christine in the West Midlands, £6.95 for 5 pieces. Even by themselves, they're really lustrous. In fact, if I hold one of these up, so you can see that. You know, if you're wearing a block colour, how fab does that look just by itself? Look at the lustre from there. Gorgeous, long length of chain, and that's just a gorgeous design by itself. And at £6.95 for 5 of these, we're looking at just over £1 each. That's incredible. It is mad indeed. MADL 13 for all you code fans. £6.95. Bridget, well done. Anne in Neath, well done. Collector in Nottinghamshire. Marilyn in the West Midlands. Marilyn in Bridgend. Anne May in Stirlingshire. Collector in Greater London. These are flying out of the door. How were we doing for quantity? Over half of the stock has gone, so we don't have a massive quantity of these. It is miss out for you today. These are beautiful. If you've got that in your basket, you're going to have to be quick. Really? Oh. Okay. Only got 11 chances for you to get this. Tanzanite in a chain. I don't know if I've had a Tanzanite chain before. I may have done. But I don't remember having one at all. This is gorgeous. Add a bolt ring clasp in there and your jump ring. You're good to go, aren't you? And that is a beautiful 50cm necklace that you've got there. How delicate. This would have been quite fitting on yesterday's show, actually, for the bridal show, wouldn't it? You know, you're something blue. Beautiful anklet or bracelet on your wedding day. You could drop a pearl in there as a charm as well, couldn't you? Isn't that pretty? The silver drop charms, yes! What did I do with those? There they are. One of your silver drop charms in there as well. That would look lush. It really, really would. Right, let's see if I can pick this up. Oh. Nobody breathe. Wouldn't that look gorgeous? Anklet or bracelet, really, really pretty. You've got 15 carats of your Tanzanite then. Again, situation with Tanzanite, I would just be checking this out as soon as you can. 925 sterling silver, and with Tanzanite, you know, with any of your big five, we always say wherever you can use 925, but especially with your big five, especially with Tanzanite, this is gorgeous. And the colour of your Tanzanite in there as well. You've got those stunning cornflower blues, haven't you? Beautiful. 15 carats. Massive, massive carat weight. And as we were saying earlier on, we had the metre length chain. How long would it take you? How long at home do you think it would take you to make that rosary link chain in a 50cm chain? That's a lot of work that we have already done for you there. JLUD 45. Christine in West Midlands, Susan in Swansea, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Neil, Karen in Norfolk, Helene in Brittany, Kirsty in Australia. How's the weather? We have a weather check. Whereabouts in Australia are you? Melbourne, we think. Kind of remember. Or we think we remember. You being near Melbourne. What would the weather be like there now? Is it like end of winter?
It's their winter time.
Their winter.
Yeah, it's still very, I think it's still quite warm.
Yeah, but still like.
So it's probably about the same as here.
Probably the same as here. Yeah, I think you could be right there. Oh, you've got a tough winter, haven't you? Yikes. We've got it all wrong here, haven't we? We all need to go to Australia for the winter. Christine in the West Midlands, Pauline in Greater London. What price are we going to, Helena? Helena's like, it's nearly gone. $24.95. Wow. For 15 carats. Spectacular price tag you've got there. 0800 644 655. There's a few of you, those in baskets. Ooh, who's it going to be? Oh, I love these. What did we have earlier on? And I said this would look great with tiger's eye.
The gold hematite.
Thank you, Gemma. My memory's terrible, you know. Gold hematite that we had in the kit, that was it. Oh, yes. Look at these. I love these shapes. They are fab. Just one of these in a pendant. That's it. Fabulous. Tiger's Eye, very on trend. Saw it a lot at London Fashion Week on the catwalk. It is very catwalk, this gemstone. Those colours are fantastic. So any of your golden gemstones, like the golden coated hematite that we had in the kit earlier on, your pyrite as well looks fantastic with this, but also your jaspers and, you know, your tiger ebony woods as well, if you've got any of those in your stash, look great with these. They are a fantastic shape. Gemma, what would you do with these? You know, maybe people at home have never worked with these shapes before.
I'm just thinking, make a leather pouch for the top.
Yeah.
Just a big jump ring and just have it on a end of a long chain. So like a, you know, like a leather bezel then.
Yeah.
For the top end. That would look really nice.
That would look cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. Leather with the tiger's eye. That would look fantastic. There are 3, 6, 9, 10 individual gemstones that are really substantial. 27 by 8 to 43 by 8 millimeters in size. Entirely up to, I mean, that would look fantastic, wouldn't it? Graduated. Oh, yes. I'm loving that look. Doesn't that look fab? But if you wanted to just use these individually, they'd look gorgeous, you know, wire wrap with your gold wire, with your tiger's eye. They'd look beautiful. UBR U36 is your code for this one, and we're going to take them down as low as we can. Collect in Lincolnshire, your first checkout, $19.95 each. Wow. Do you know, you were 5 in 1995. Kerry was 4. Oh my gosh, you were born in the 90s. This is terrible. Oh, Ryan, how old were you in 1995? 7.
That's my last year at school.
Oh, I tell you what I was doing in 1995. 164 655 UBRU 36. Oh my gosh. You hadn't even started school then. Or nearly started school, Kerry. 4. UBRU 36 is your code for this one. Hold those lines. Excuse me. Okie dokies. Oh, I like these earring findings. Very, very on trend. In fact, these look cool just by themselves. Have a look at these. Sterling silver earring findings you've got here. 3 pairs, 1, 2. Yes, 3 pairs. 3 pairs in top. They're really contemporary. These are really, really beautiful. I'm loving these. Again, you've got so much luster from solid sterling silver that just by themselves they do look fantastic, don't they? So you've got 3 pairs in total. Oh, I don't have a measurement on these. I thought I would. Do you know what? I'm going to give them a measure for you because they are quite sizable. Gemma, would you mind just passing me the ruler that I left?
The ruler of truth.
The ruler of not the truth.
Not the truth.
I think I've worked out how to use this now. I can't remember what it was. Well, I couldn't use it. When I first came here at Jewellery Maker, I was like, this is a really odd ruler. It's like back to front. If I had the other ruler here, I would tell you why, but I can't remember why now because I've got used to this one, so I can use it, and it just sounds like I'm talking rubbish. 2 inches. 2 inches in the drop on your earring findings. Everyone's like they've got numbers on them. They're spaced out. They're in numerical sequence. How is that difficult? Just was back then. 3 pairs in total you've got. RHRF79 is your code for these. 0800 644 655. Collect in Essex. Wow. They are 925 sterling silver that you've got here. They are so pretty. I love the contemporary look of these as well. They're fantastic. What about you, Gemma? Would you add anything to these? Because I quite like them by themselves.
Just do me a favour?
Yeah.
Just go like that.
Why?
Look at the camera and go. Sorry, that's making me
Isn't it funny when you watch? I just totally didn't see that. Normally I spot things like that. I totally didn't see it. Did you all see it? Well, no one said anything. So you were all like telepathic or something. Or you were all signalling to each other. No one said anything in my ear. Did you? Oh, sorry, Kerry. I just didn't hear you. Or cat.
I think they're really nice. I think they're really good as ears as well.
Yes, you could use them as ears.
It looks like ears and a tail. Can you see?
Have I got a tail? Oh yeah, I've got ears and a tail as well. Look. Oh, they're gone now. Yeah, I was just saying I've got a tail as well. Can you see? Oh, hang on a minute. There's 2 of me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've got ears and look and the tail. Oh my gosh, Kerry! My brain's going to explode. Kerry's like, what are you doing? We're just pressing buttons. Any buttons. £6.95. Great in your ears. Okie dokies. Ruby Zoisite for you. Same family, Zoisite family as your Tanzanite. Beautiful. Look at these. I love the richness of colour that you have. I can't concentrate now. I love the richness of colour that you have in here. Those gorgeous deep berry reds, those gorgeous ruby reds. Fabulous forest greens in there as well. That is a gorgeous combination of colour. Such a fantastic gemstone that, quite frankly, I don't think we see enough at all. You've got 300 carats of your ruby zoisite here, 10 by 2 to 27 by 7 millimetres in size. I just thought, what on earth is Gemma going on about? Can you just do that? Okay. Yeah, but only when I realised why she wanted me to do it. When she asked me, I thought, what on earth would you want me to do that for? What's the most bizarre request I've ever had? But then I realised. 300 carats of your ruby zoisite. This is absolutely packed full, your strand here. 300 carats, 10 by 2 to 27 by 7 millimetres in size. I'm just going to count out 20 for you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Do you know what? There's a good 100 gemstones. Good 100 gemstones that you've got in this strand. Incredible. 0800 644 655. Christine in the West Midlands, well done, you have already checked yours out. Well done, collector in County Down. Carol in Bedfordshire. Jane in Northamptonshire, £6.95 for you. No brainer. Add it to your order. That's 300 carats of genuine ruby zoisite that you've got there. I quite like this for the Tree of Life as well, because you've got those cherry blossom hues in there, haven't you, with those beautiful greens as well. Stunning. Kirsty in Australia, well done, you've just got yours. Hi ladies, my excuse was actually real, but sounds so pathetic. I had 2 weeks off work last summer with an insect bite. It was on my face and the doctor was concerned it was too near my eye. Didn't feel ill, just looked really awful. So in Gloucestershire. Oh, Sue, that's not good. You see, I feel your pain, because if it's something to do with your face, what else do you do? You know, I don't think, touch wood, I did think actually a couple of weeks ago, I thought I had an eye infection and I was like, I can't go to work with that. But luckily it was just hay fever. Kirsty in Australia says, hi ladies, I live in Queensland and even though it's winter, the weather is fab, about 27 degrees. In the winter, in Melbourne it's colder. Oh, I'm going to Australia next winter. Really, I am. End of our... I mean, we don't even get summer. Like, your winter is hotter than our summer. What, 3 days? A week, yeah, but spread over 6 months. A day here and there, that's what we get. Everyone rushes out to buy a fan because it's going to be 32 degrees tomorrow, but then the day after, it's like -5. Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? You are lucky, Kirsty. You really are. Designer inspiration time. Okie dokies. Right. Ah! It's exciting. I love this kit. I love, love, love this kit. This for me is just, it's perfect with the leather that we've got, isn't it? It's perfect. A reason to go out, not an excuse, reason for you to go out. Love these gemstones so much. I love the cabs. I love the spacer beads that you've got in here as well. Have a look at what we've got. Look at these. They are fabulous. I couldn't have put a better bundle together myself. This is like my dream bundle here. You've got 110 carats of your Unakite plain rounds there. 6mm gemstones. I think I've had this once in the last like 3-4 months. We hardly ever see a Unakite. They are beautiful rounds that you've got there. 6mm rounds. You've got 135 carats of your hematite hearts in there as well. I love the fact that you've got stars and hearts in this bundle as well. Really, really fun. You have your black, oh, I'm just checking my list out there. Your black agate, oh my gosh. Your black agate cabochons. There we go. Got there in the end. You've got 3 of these. Look at that. Oh, how pretty. They are gorgeous. And you've got 3 in total of your cabs there, 16 by 12 millimetres in size. They're a really, really sizable cabochon, aren't they? You've got 30 carats of your grey agate rounds there at 4 millimetres in size. And you've got your 35 carat strand of your dyed quartz there as well. They're also 4 millimetre rounds there, faceted as well, so you've got that extra little bit of lustre. And you have 210 carats. Look at this. Wow, loving it. 210 carats of your black agate faceted rounds, 9 millimetres in size. They are phenomenal. You've almost got the texture of leather in those, haven't you? They're gorgeous. I'm loving this bundle today. Great thing about all of these gemstones is they're going to work with everything that you already have in your stash because of the colours that we've got here. They're beautiful, aren't they? And your silver spacer beads as well. Check these out for lustre. There's loads. Loads of them in there. 50 pieces of your silver spacer beads. Now, just to give you a heads up, this is going to be a sellout. This is going to go really, really quickly. But if you could just leave me one, I'd be really, really grateful because I want this kit so much. I don't know anyone. Normally my mum's like watching all day, every day. And it's the one day that she is not watching today that we've got all of these pieces. I'm gutted. TNGC15 is your code for this one. Total carat weight of gemstones there. You've got well over 500 carats of gemstones in this bundle. You've got your spacer beads there as well, and 3 of your cabochons. 0800 644 655, £38.60. We're not even staying there. Do you know what? It's like these and the leather were meant for each other. They've got to go together. If you come in and get the kit, you've got to get the leather. If you get the leather, you've got to get the kit. £25.95. They are so gorgeous. Stars and hearts, as many of you will know, especially if you do your craft stores, they're really, really popular, you know, in your clothing, in all of your accessories. They fly off your craft stalls, your hearts and your stars, and I'm just loving the agate that you've got in this strand as well. They are fantastic, aren't they? You've got 50 spacer beads there as well. Adding that extra little bit of lustre into any of your designs. They are so pretty. I'd actually multi-buy. I think the value in this kit is incredible for what we have here. £21.95. We've saved you so much money on the kit. 3 caps. In fact, just one of those caps. You know, if you were to wrap one of those caps in sterling silver wire, get your money back on just 1 cab. Gorgeous. Righty-ho. Oh, so excited. I can't wait to get my hands on this bag. Let's go and have a look. Oh, Gemma. Oh, look. This is the bag that I've been talking about since we very first had the nappers. Oops. I was like, I've got to have a bag, a clutch bag. Oh, I'm sorry, Gemma. I bet you spent ages doing that as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But, you know.
Oh, just for a minute. Look at this! I love that you've put this on here as well.
Well, I just thought it's another way of using it, and it's so flexible. It actually works really nicely. It sort of links onto your arm whilst you hold onto your bag. So, you know, it works really well.
Gosh, look at this. And do you know, Gemma, the thing is, I don't know how obsessed you are. I know you're obsessed with boots.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with bags. To get a clutch bag like this, a one-of-a-kind clutch bag with genuine gemstones that is leather, that would be well into 3 figures.
I should think so,
you know,
I think so.
A one-of-a-kind, I'm not talking like your high street ladies fashion store where you're going to get, you know, hundreds. A one-of-a-kind, that would be well into 3 figures. That is gorgeous, Gemma. I love it.
Just feels so nice, doesn't it? You just want to
Doesn't it? It's fabulous. And I love these leather nappers that we've got in this kit as well. Coming up, because they're going to go with everything, aren't they? That colour's just fab, isn't it?
Yeah, grey is it's just such a great colour. It does go with everything. I think I've used grey in lots of combinations recently, and it seems to you could pop it with all sorts. It looks great with browns and tans as well. You could mix it in with the golds from earlier. It's just gorgeous. And this particular leather for this in this bundle is a much thicker. You can see how much thicker it is,
can't you?
and much stronger. No stretch in it, which makes it ideal for making the bags. So this project, you know, is perfect for this.
Fab. I just love this kit. I think it's one of my favourite kits. Oh, look at this. Wow. Love that, Gemma. I love them all. Do you know, I couldn't, if I had to pick one piece from today, or one kit, or I can't. I need at least 5, because I want that leather with this kit.
Yeah.
I want the necklace collars. They're just all so fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, and it all works, doesn't it? You know, I just had everything in a great big box, and to be honest, I mean, Pip had separated it all into bundles for me. You know, this is to be used with this, and this can be used with this. But I could have literally dove into the box, grabbed 3 elements out, and they would have worked together. Yeah. So, I mean, and that was, you know, it was like Christmas. It was better than Christmas.
Wow, yeah, it was.
So that's a phone case.
I know, it's fab.
This strap doubles up, so I've cut slots so that it can be onto your belt.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you open it up, that strap pulls your phone up for you. You know, if your phone gets stuck in the bottom, or if you've got one of these really big phones, if you pull it from the tab, it pulls and it will pull your phone up so that it slides out.
Genius. You need to go on Dragon's Den.
Yeah, that one's quite good, that one. You
need to go on Dragon's Den. That is fantastic. We've had a text in. Christine in Nottinghamshire says, hi ladies, loving the show. Gemma, you are an amazing designer. I love your creations. Love and hugs to all from Christine in Nottinghamshire.
Thanks, Christine. Thank you.
I love them all.
I get such good materials, that's it. That's what
you
it
do,
is.
don't you?
I do.
Spoilt with materials. They're fantastic. Do you know what? Okay, do you know, we're just going to do the leather, because I can't wait. Helena can't wait. You can't wait at home either. And someone's texting saying, I need the leather. Do you know what? You can really feel the weight difference in these 3 compared to the last 3, can't you, as well?
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Wow. This actual leather was the leather that made me send Gemma a message to say, you know, you're the designer, Gemma, but just an idea.
It wasn't an idea, it was a list, it was an order. That's what it was. It wasn't an idea, was it?
It's just an idea, you know.
It's funny that you wore a matching dress and everything.
Well,
today.
you know, just thought, you know, it would look good. This leather, you can really, really feel the difference between this leather and the leather we had earlier. And as you say, Gemma, they're great for different uses, aren't they? Whereas the leather that we had earlier on was very soft, and you could scrunch that up and use it on necklace collars and stuff, but this is so tough, isn't it? It's so thick.
And I would use this as standalone, like I would use this as a base for a necklace or a cuff or a bracelet, and it's strong and durable in its own right. You know, it's not going to stretch or distort. It's just lovely.
Oh my gosh, that is just as strong as you like. It really, really is. They are fantastic. You're going to get all 3 leather nappers again. Earlier on we brought you the gold, the bronzy colour as well, and the more suede-y type, wasn't it? It was beautiful. Well, it's the same, isn't it?
That's definitely a suede.
It's got a gorgeous suede texture to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Stunning. For so many different, you know, whether it be clothing, whether it be handbags, whether it be on the necklace collars that we've had already. You know, I'm not telling you what to do with your leather, but honestly, the handbag route is a good route to go down.
I mean, I've made a bag. It's quite a big, substantial piece using a lot of leather. I've made the foam bag, and then all those elements of jewellery and the ankle straps for the shoes, and this I've still got all this left, really big usable pieces of leather.
That's a lot of leather left.
You know, there's a lot of jewellery items there. I mean, not necessarily any more bags, but definitely jewellery items. So it is going to go such a long way as well. It's fantastic.
Director Ben would like a leather waistcoat for his wedding.
Would you?
Would you? Moving on. That's nice. LBGC49 is your code for this one. I love this bag so much. What was that, Ben?
I will make you one, Ben.
Oh, it's not for you?
Oh.
For his dog for his wedding.
For his dog? Oh, That sounds like, I'll make that. That'd be fun.
What a commission. Everybody will be talking about the dog, not the bride. Look at that. Look at the leather jacket on that dog. What dog have you got, Ben? A Staffy.
Oh.
Not too big a dog then.
Okay.
I'm just saying quite easy. I have no idea. Quite easy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to do.
Fine. Oh, imagine that. Incredible. Need to come in for the leather then, Ben. Needs to be getting the leather, and you have to be quick as well. Should be price tag £38.85. Do you know what? Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times you could get that money back on this handbag? Apart from I just said, do you know how many times you could get your money back on this bag? And then I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that in front of Gemma. £26.95, incredible. £26.95. Do you know what? I can't wait for you to get this leather home. Look how thick. Look how thick they are. They're so strong. They are fantastic. They really, really are. That price tag is bonkers. What does that work out to each? That's like... Okay, I'm not allowed to do the maths because Helena's doing it on the calculator. £9 each. Helena needed the calculator. I needed time. Gemma, straight away. Yeah, £8. She said £9 each, straight away. £9 each. Unbelievable. Again, you've got a square foot of your leather there. They are just, they're ace. They are ace, aren't they? Guest designer Mark Smith and I were saying the other day, actually, we have a lot of black and grey in our wardrobe because it's safe, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such a safe colour. It really is. And everything goes with it as well.
Yeah.
It really does. 800 644 655. The metallic strap. Oh, this metallic strap. Oh, this is coming up for you. This is actually a necklace collar. Necklace collar, yeah. I love that Gemma has used that as the strap on the bag there. Look at me. There they are, and you're going to get all three as well. You're going to get the silver one, the gold one, and the rose gold one. We've been saving them. I think we've saved the best till last, you. We've had a text in for Gemma. Lynette in Bristol says, hi ladies, love the bundles on the show today. Just wondering if it would be possible to use this leather to make a hair scrunchie.
Not a traditional tube that you would put elastic through and then it scrunches up, but one where you have sort of cut up lengths of it and tied in to make a textured one.
What about the other leather that we use?
The other one, yes.
That would work, wouldn't it? The softer leather.
Yeah.
We had this one earlier on, didn't we?
Yeah.
The gold and the kind of pewter colour. And we had these earlier on. They're really, really soft. So I could really imagine that would work because you did actually scrunch it up, didn't you?
You can definitely do a scrunchie, especially with the gold.
Yeah.
That is super fine. Yeah.
That would look fab, wouldn't it? It really, really would. Have a look on the web, see if there's any of those left. Not sure if there are any left, but do have a look. Loads of you checking that out, so well done. Half of the stock has gone already. If you make any bags and you'd like some marketing, I'll be happy to do it for you. You know, every weekend. I love them, Gemma. They're just fabulous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look how well made it is.
You know, even if you don't want to make your own, get a cheap bag from a high street store and just lay a section of leather over it, just and then a line of gemstones, and you've got a customised leather bag. And you don't have to go all out and make your own, but you can cover them, you know. Genuinely,
in all honesty, the reason that I asked you to do a bag was because I've got the leather nappers that we had before, and I keep looking at them, and I honestly, see, Ben says, I remember that. I genuinely have no idea where to start, and that's why I wanted to see how you'd done it.
Yeah, we'll make this one today. I mean, this is really, really simple. What I've done actually is made an even simpler version of that to show you, and then you can. So we're going to have two different styles of bag today. Once you know how to do one, you transfer it over to the other. I do have the shoe on. Oh! I don't know if you want to see it.
Yes, can we see the shoe? If Gemma, would you like Gemma to go over there or that way? He'd like the leg on the desk.
Yeah.
Which way, Sam? Which way are you going? That way? She's going that way.
Which way?
That way.
That way.
That looks fab. The shoe as well. I didn't even get to the shoe, did I? I've been talking so much about the bag. Just prop yourself up, Gem.
Stick a leg out.
Wow. Oh, wow. How cool does that look? I'm so gutted that we don't have the same size feet. I'm a a size 5, Gemma's a size 6. What size are you? 7. Wow. All right, Ben. Now you know what I mean. His girlfriend's a size 6.
Just undo them.
Oh, they look ace. They look so good. Have a look. And you've used only just a fraction of the leather, a little bit of the leather on these as well. Love the way.
They're detachable, so you can take these off to have them with your handbag, you see.
Yeah. They are gorgeous. And again, kind of price tag you'd pay for a genuine gemstone embellished shoe. Wow. Just immense. Love them, Gemma. They are fabulous. And there's loads of you with those leathers in your basket. The quantity that we have of these isn't as big as the quantity that we had before. How are we doing on quantity, Helena? Okay, we've got about 30 left. Ooh. I wonder if I'm going to get any. I want so much today. This is not good. If you've got them in your basket, do make sure you're checking out LBGC 49. Trouble is, Ben, I want these. I want the other ones. I want the necklace collars. I want this kit. You know? Yeah, could be. 26.95. As I'm sure, you know, you could just take a piece of leather. No, I want them all. I want everything. Sylvia in Derbyshire, Collector in County Antrim, Sandra in Suffolk, Elizabeth in the West Midlands, Margaret in the Channel Islands, Anne in Melbourne, Cheryl in Maine, Natasha in Angus, Isabel in Angus. You need to be checking out quickly. Okay, right. You can do the bag?
Yeah, I'm going to do the bag.
Brilliant.
A slightly more simple version, but it's exactly the same. I've just not done as much cutting. That's all really. So slightly different shape. So what I've got here is a whole square of the leather, and I'm just going to use it in its entirety. I'm not going to even cut it. Okay, so there's my square. What I would do, if we can pretend I haven't got these holes along the edge, what I would do is just fold that in half like that, and that's going to be my bag almost. I'm going to leave some space at the bottom so that it's not just a flat bag. So it was going to be taken up a little bit. It's maybe going to be this big in the end. Okay, so there's the start, and what I'm going to do is just take a pencil or something that's going to mark the leather on the inside, and whilst it's where it's folded in half, just run your pen on the inside, and you'll see you get your centre line there on the edge. Okay. And then what I've done is to make the sides so that I've got that depth to the bag. I've cut a 4 centimetre strip from my black leather. Okay, and that's formed the sides. And you can use whichever colour combinations you like, but this is for the side strap. The side section is at 4 centimetres in width. Okay. And I've just cut a whole length of that. Okay. And then if I turn it around, you can see how I've prepared it. Just take this off. And then I lay that strip onto with it. In fact, I can do it from the fresh here. Where is it? Oh, I've done it the wrong way. Can you believe I've done that? Yes, you can. Right, let's make that the inside. Trying to make it look like I was doing it completely from the scratch, but I've got some prepped at the one end ready for us. Right, so just do that line again. So I've just marked the centre. You can use a ruler if you like, but that's just as effective a way of doing it. Take that 4 centimetre strip and line it up so it's about 2 centimetres. You know, the centre is on the centre of your strip, and then all I've done is folded that in like that. And I've used clips, bulldog clips or clothes pegs, just to help you hold things in place while you work. I'm just going to clip that in place. And what I want to do is I'm going to use my hole punch now. You can also use, an awl or a brad awl. If you've got a really strong needle, you can go straight through with a needle. But I found punching the holes just gave me good guidelines. Okay, so I'm going to just punch my holes, and they're about ½ centimetre apart. Now you can measure those again if you like, but I thought it doesn't matter so long as they are all lined up, and because I'm cutting the two together, they're going to be lined up. Okay, so just punch right through the two. Once you've got so far, then move your clip. Make sure it all stays lined up and together, and those holes are together. And just pinch that back together there. And if you can see how far I'm coming in from the edge, just see how far I'm coming in from the edge, and just literally, it's about ½ centimetre in from the edge. You don't need to be far in because the leather doesn't fray.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's not vulnerable really in that way, but we obviously don't want to be right on the edge. So about ½ centimetre, and just cut them all. Don't go right to the corner because we're going to leave a space where this is then going to come up on the side. Okay, so what we'll do now is I just take my pen and just make a little mark along there. And take this off, and then I'm going to put that to the side and run it up along. Okay.
Okay.
So you're lining it out with that little mark there. Again, use your clips to just clip it in place so it doesn't move around while you're working, and you'll punch then from the just past the corner. And you punch all the way up. And so long as the orientation of this leather stays the same, so as long as when we come to stitch we actually stitch this side to this side, then it doesn't matter if you measure the distance between the holes, so long as they match one another, it doesn't, you know, it's fine. So you just keep going along. Now this hole punch are great, so I don't know if we got them in the show today.
Oh, we don't have them.
Oh,
that's a shame. We'll have to look out for those. We'll have to see if we can get them for you, because they are. So I was saying to Fleur, was using one yesterday, and I was just like, wow, they're just so easy. Yeah, they go through so easily, and also, you know, you can get these. You see what's happening. I'm getting these little bits in between. If you rub them like that, these make great texture. So you can actually stick them in clusters. And they make nice texture. Brilliant.
So you don't have to even waste those bits. Okay, so you do that all the way up along this side, and you can see I want to cut it off there. So I'd punch all the way along, then we'll snip that to size. Just cut that off.
I'd be so frightened to get it wrong, you know, when I'm doing it.
You can't really get it wrong, and if you want to, make a paper template first, because that is effectively what you're doing. You are, you know, the sets that you can get for children, that they're all ready punched. You can do that with paper, make a paper template, and then literally draw around it onto your leather, and you know you're not going to go wrong. Okay, so you really don't worry about it. You know, and if this is wrong, I mean, that is now, if I wanted to, that's a nice cuff, and dangle some gemstones.
Isn't it?
And I've got something else. So don't be scared, it will evolve. If it goes wrong, it will just evolve into something else. Okay, so now I'm ready to stitch. No, actually I'm not ready to stitch the sides together. I'm going to do something else first. I'm going to stick on the lid, you know, the flap. So before I actually get to the last punches up here, I really need that in place, because I'm going to punch through the handbag. What do we call that? Not the lid. Fold.
Flap?
Yeah, handbag flap. We're going to punch through that at the same time so we can stitch it.
I'm thinking that. What is that called? The
don't know.
We'll go with fold.
Okay, so this section is up to you how big you want it, because I wanted, if I fold this in half and show you roughly, the size of the bag is going to be about like that. So I laid my leather on top and thought, well, I want my fold to be sort of more than halfway down the bag, so around there. And then I allowed another sort of 1.5 inches that would then sit on the back.
Righty-ho.
Okay, so all we do is take that. Now in the bag that I've made there as a demonstration, I've tapered the corners. It's longer, and I've brought it into a point, so that's the only difference. Okay. This one I'm leaving straight, more contemporary. We'll try that when I did a different one, so you could have your pick, you see, between the two.
Where's the sugar? You could come back, Gemma.
Thanks. Thanks. See, what we've got to do to keep our job secure here is unreal. We've got a bribe. Right. So I'm just going to squidge some E6000 along there, just like that.
We're having a lot of flap text messages.
Oh, yeah?
I think we're going with
flap.
What
are they called?
Flap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not lid.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a name, no, maybe it's just flap. Flap, that is the name. Your handbag flap. Brilliant.
Okay, so I'm going to just allow that little overlap there. It's about 1/2 inch.
Okay.
And make sure it's the same the other side. Stick that down. Now ideally you want to wait for that to dry before you do too much else to it, but we're going to crack on. So what you do then, when you lay that into position, you're going to punch through those holes as well. So you're going to punch through the 2 layers together.
Righty-ho.
Okay, so that's going to give it a little bit of extra strength as well, especially where it might be vulnerable on the edges.
Yeah.
If I just punch through on this side now, even though it can get a bit gluey.
Okay. I'm just going to let you punch those holes through, Gemma, and I'm going to just bring this wire for you, because actually, in with these leathers, these are going to be fantastic. We've got the silver and the black here as well. And is it quite easy, Gemma, because you quite easily just... Is that what you've done here, actually? How have you...
No, I've actually used the beading thread.
Ah, you've used the beading thread
because
there.
I didn't want to introduce a new material, because I know everybody's got beading thread in their stash.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make more flexible than wire.
Brilliant. Okay,
So
fantastic.
Thread.
So yeah, Gemma's used thread on the actual handbag here, but we've got the black and the silver wire as well, which would be great with all of these designs. Maybe if you're using the silver beads as well, your silver wire is going to be brilliant, your black wire is going to be brilliant, because of the gemstones that we've got in this bundle and the necklace collars that we brought you today. They're just perfect, aren't they? You know, that black's going to look great on that silver collar, isn't it? I've got some more collars coming up for you very, very soon. So I have 100 metres of your silver plated copper wire here, 0.25 millimetre gauge. 100 metres in total. You've got 100 metres of your 0.4 millimetre gauge there as well. You've got 10 metres of your 0.8 millimetre gauge, and you've got 50 metres of your 1 mil black wire there as well. Phenomenal. Do you know what? Whatever pieces you're making, whatever you've got going on at home in your designs, the black and the silver, you're going to be able to use them with everything, aren't you? They're going to go with absolutely every gemstone, every design. You've got 260 metres in total of wire there. That is a lot of wire. And actually, the 100 metres of the 0.4 and the 0.25, we don't see those very often, do we? 100 metres in each of those. 0800 644 655. Or on the web this afternoon. If you want to avoid the queues, it's very, very busy today. GRGC 81, £47.80, but we're going down even lower for you this afternoon as well. Get on the phone lines early, get checking out on the web. You've got 200, did we say 260? We did, didn't we? 260 metres. That is so much wire that you've got here. We're going down, wow. £22.95. That's incredible. I can't remember the last time I saw 100 metres of 0.4 or 0.2.
No, it's the one that runs out the quickest as well. Everybody gets through those ones really quickly and is always fighting for 0.4 silver. In fact, on our on some of our group pages, it's always those, anybody got any of this that I can borrow because I need to finish a project? So it's the one you have to have in. Brilliant. And 100 metres of each there, so that is going to last you some time, isn't it? Well done. If you have those in your baskets, I'd be checking them out very, very quickly. Well done. Okay, Gemma. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to start stitching this bag together. So I'm going to start with what will be the bottom, so the base of the bag. So along this short edge here. So I've lined it up. I've cut 1.5 meters, or as much as you can work with, maybe 2 meters of my thread to stitch with, because what I really don't want to do is I don't want to have to join any thread. Especially when I'm using the beading thread. If you're using a cord or a leatherette, would be lovely. Or you can join it easier, but ideally you don't want to. You want to be continuous. So what I've done to make it a bit easier on me is I've started in the middle. I've left half one end to thread this side, and I'm using the other half to come along this edge. So all I'm going to do is literally line up the holes and do an overhand stitch in through the holes. It couldn't be easier. As soon as you've got these holes punched in, that's it. You're away. All you've got to do is put on a good DVD and stitch.
I need to get me a hole punch. I need to write a list. I need the glue. I need the hole punch now.
Okay, so literally line them up, run them through, and it is just an overhand stitch. And make sure you pull quite tight every time, because they do want to get loose, because you know it's got a bit of a spring in it, this thread. It won't just sit where you tell it to. You have to remind it where it's supposed to be. Okay, so help it out on the way through. and keep going. I'm just going to do this bottom one and then show you how you come up along the sides, because that can sometimes be a bit tricky.
Okay.
One thing I also should mention is that you're stitching with the wrong side. The inside of the bag is here.
Okay.
So that it's like a pork pie stitch.
Yeah.
It's on the outside. And you can turn it inside out like I've done with the mobile phone case.
Yeah.
That's the same stitch, but it's turned inside out. So it just gives you a slightly different look. So, you know, depending on what look you want to achieve, just you know, decide which way around to stitch. But for me, I've got the right sides, the wrong sides touching.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm coming to the last one on this corner. So when I get to the corners, I'm going to do 2 stitches through the same hole. Okay. So just to give it a bit of strength in those corner bits. So pull that nice and tight there. So 2 stitches give it a bit of strength, but also give it an anchor point for when because now I'm going to have to manipulate this.
Right.
It could cause it to become loose. So 2 stitches through that end one. And then put it nice and tight, and then all we're going to do is just pull this round so that these now line up. Okay, so make sure that you get them in the right place. So where's that first one? Just there. Okay.
I see.
So that's all lined up now, and we start stitching again. So 2 into that first one again, 2 stitches through there for that extra strength, and then carry on up the side. So it is a bit more tricky when you're coming around the corner, but as soon as you've got the first stitch in, it's then, you know, they sort of pull themselves in together, and it's much easier.
I was popping on one of the necklace colours then again, cheekily. They were just brought over. Aren't they fab? I love these. Look at the lustre from there. This is what I love about these ones. Oh, Helena said these are definitely her favourite. I think they are my favourite too.
Yeah, they are my favourites.
I love them, and you've got all these colours. Should we do them?
Plus they're great handbag straps.
Oh, right, okay. So Helena said, can you wear the gold? And then Kerry said, no, wear the rose gold one. I'll wear them all. Just take it in turns, don't worry. She says, famously, you can wear one, Helena, if you want one. Yeah, come on, Helena. Come and say hi. Being that you're having a week off. She'll have to Cornwall on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, how lovely. Should I go for rose gold or should I go for gold? Oh, decisions. This is the thing, if you've got all 3 at home as well, if you've got all 3 at home and you've got all 3 sets of necklace collars, you know how sometimes, I'm quite good now, you know, if I'm going out of a Friday, Saturday night, I can do it in an hour. That's more than enough time for me to get ready. With 9 necklace collars, it could take me 3 hours to get ready, I've got to be honest. I might be putting one on and go, no, actually, I want that one now. No, I think I'll wear the other one now. I'll just pop some. Oh,
it's lovely, isn't
I
it?
can't. The thing is, I don't have to decide, do I? Look at me, I'm thinking, oh, I don't know. I'm going to have them all. Should we do them? Should we just do them? Yeah, let's do them. Yes. We'll let Gemma stitch away.
Go on.
Kerry just said to Helena, I've never seen you so excited. Control yourself. They are fab. They are just lush. I think we have saved the best till last. The great thing with these is you get this fantastic fluidity with these. They just sit perfectly on the necklace. It is very similar to the fluidity that you get with chainmail. You know, the way that it hugs the contours of your neckline as you're wearing it. They are high end. Oh my gosh! I don't even want to look at the call screen for the entire auction of these because I know that quantity is just going to fade away, disappear into the distance, out of my reach. Again, you're going to get all 3. So you've got the gold, the rose gold, and you are going to get the silver as well. They are my favourite of all 3, I think, I have to say. They are incredible, just by themselves. And with all of the necklace collars, actually, we were like, what's Gemma going to do with these? Because they're so spectacular by themselves. You know, it's a tricky one, isn't it? It really is.
I was just going to put an extender chain. Just drop a gemstone on the back of the extender chain.
But that's the thing, is that is literally all they would need. You know, as they are, drop a gemstone on the back of the necklace collars there. My goodness me, that is catwalk. It's so high end. I've got so many of you on the phone lines, multi-buying and on the web. Loads of you coming in buying 2s and 3s of these. These are going very... How many did we have? Oh no. 249. Already 130 have gone. You're going to have to be so quick. If anybody's watching that I know and that loves me loads, you know, Mum's not watching, I have to go with my sister then, any of my friends watching today, look, I'll buy you a drink on Friday night. Just get me a set, please. 644 655 JIGC 46. And actually, it was these, wasn't it, Gemma, that I put on? I'm just going to take this one off for a second, because earlier on I was showing them to you on the necklace bust, and then when I put all 3 of them on, I was like, actually, I quite like all 3 of them together.
I want to see if they will plait. I wonder if they will.
I mean, look at that. Oh, hello. Oh, that is just incredible. I love them so much. Again, it's entirely up to you. You know, if you want to add some of the leather in there as well and use the leather with these designs, you could wire wrap, and that wire would sit lovely in those little ridges on the necklace as well.
Yeah, they will.
So you could wire wrap those as well. I mean, you could just put a leather flower in the middle there if you wanted to. They're just fantastic. And again, with all of the leathers that we've had, with both of the kits, they're going to work fantastically. They really, really are. If you went into, you know, one of your ladies' fashion stores and just tried to be one of these, tried to buy one of these, you know, what kind of price tag would you look at just for one of those? I mean, Gemma has done a fantastic. I never even occurred to me. Look at that. With the leather on that clutch bag, as you strap on the clutch bag, how fab does that look? It sits really nice as well, because of the shape of them as well.
That's what I liked about it.
It sits really nice on the arm as well, doesn't it? 0800 644 655. Helena, I don't think I've ever seen her throw her dollies out of her pram before, but she has. She's like, oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm not going to get one, am I? Welcome to my world, Eleanor. JIGC 46 200 have gone. 49. Could you not just bone up for both of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to ask for that in the new studio, a button that we can press when we...
Yes!
That's all the things we've been asked if we'd like.
Definitely. Definitely. That's going on the list, yeah. A big button just over there. We just run and press. It automatically goes through to the call centre and we get allocated one. Yeah, I think so. It's not fair that we should miss out. I think I might throw my dollies out in the pram now. By the way, if you've got those in your basket... Yeah, she's done it again. She's like, she's not bringing in the price. Ryan's like, do you want to bring in the price now? They're nearly sold out. Do you want to let everyone know what they're paying for these? I think we could have put some on there, if I'm honest. $24.95. That is ridiculous, isn't it? That is like £8 each. £8, 30 something each. Wow. Focus, Helena, focus. I can't. Veronica in Merseyside, Eleanor in Lanarkshire, Fiona in Surrey, Janine in Sussex, you've got 2, well done. Miranda in Yorkshire, you've got 2. Collector in Sussex, you've got 2. Collector in Nottinghamshire, you've got 2. Euphemia in Wiltshire, you've got 2. Lynn in Kent, you've got 2. So many of you multi-buying, well done, because these are going to be a sellout, and we're all very gutted that we're not getting any. What about the studio sample? Could we have one each? No. I'll share mine with you. Thanks, Gemma. Kerry wants the rose gold one. Helena, you can have your gold one. Oh, silver, fine, done. Sorted.
All sorted.
And then we'll swap. Brilliant.
Right.
Okay. How are you getting on?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've stitched up the one side. I want to show you how I'm going to finish that section, that stitching, because obviously with beading thread it's not quite as easy as finishing off with a thread.
Okay.
So as before, you go through twice on the last one, the last hole, and on our way back through, if I go through again, I get it in the right place. Leave the loop like so, and right.
Have you lost something, Ryan?
It's clearest. Okay, so on the way back through, we're going to leave that loop there, and then we're going to take the tail and we're just going to go through the loop once and twice, and that's basically going to give us a bit of a knot. Okay, so when I pull it through, it's just going to sort of hug itself. Okay, to give you a nice tight one on that last one. Okay, so then we'll take this tail through the loop and to the inside of the bag, and then what I've done is taken that tail then and threaded it down through the stitches, through the backs of the stitches there, just so that it's not poking out. Okay, so you can thread that down as far as you like and then trim it off, and that will be quite secure.
Wow.
Okay, if you want to make it doubly secure, you can put a bit of glue. So just trim that off down there, and then that's just tucked in there. It's not going to scratch anybody with your hand on the way through. So then I've started to come along the other side, and you do exactly the same the other side, and your ends are all nipped away nicely. Okay. Then to attach the strap, if we pretend I've stitched all the way up here, attach the strap. We want this to pucker here anyway when we, because that's how our bag's gonna, not just stay open all the time. We want that to pucker there, that to stay open there, give us that triangular shape. Okay. Okay. So where's my slinky necklace? Here it is. So we take this one apart. So I'm just going to undo the clasp from the strap. Just take that off.
Okay.
Take that one. And find the end. They are open jump rings, you don't have to cut them.
Gemma, a couple of people have texted in asking for the dimensions of the bag. I don't suppose you know off the top of your head what I know you said, I think you said you'd use 4 inches, 4 centimetres, was it?
The bag I'm making right now is 1 whole square foot of the main component of the bag. So in this case it's the grey. And then I've used 4-inch width strip from the black, and you cut off, it's almost the whole length minus about 1.5 inches, but if you do it up to the bag itself, you can just trim off what you don't need from the sides. And then if I measure that, I can tell you. So this is a whole width of the napper, and then it is I haven't got inches here, so this is 11.5 centimetres in width. Okay, so the flap is 11.5 centimetres. The main body of the bag is a whole sheet, and this is 4 centimetres depth. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you want, I'll do a drawing and photograph it. And
that'd be brilliant.
You've got a diagram then. So,
excellent.
But this is making the rectangular one. This one is, I've actually, because I wanted to use this gorgeous leather in other projects, I just took a slice off the end so that I could use it throughout some of the other pieces. So it just made it a bit more square.
It's entirely up to you as well. It depends on the size of your bag. I've always looked at the leather nappers and thought, do you know what, just fold them in half. That's the size bag that I'd quite like. But it's interesting to know the depth there. So it's 4 centimetres for the strip that's going to create the depth of the bag there.
And the stitches are about 0.5 centimetre apart. So the holes that I've punched, if you want to mark out the edges, then 0.5 centimetre apart. Okay. Right. So I'm pretending I've stitched along here. I'm going to add in my handbag strap. So you've got, when I've taken the jump rings off of my necklace, I've got these. Get this out of the way. I've got these end caps that sort of hug around the main coils.
Yeah.
And if you can see, if I put them together that way, they sit flat together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so rather than stitching them together that way, where they're wide apart, we want them together like that. So position them like this, and what we're going to do is tuck them into our fold in the side of the bag, and when we finish stitching this side, we'll then use this thread to thread through those links and catch them in between. So if I just thread through here and through here, so they're going through, and when you pull this, that will help them sit inside that gap. Okay, and then we take the threads through the hole on the opposite side, because there's still room to get plenty of threads through.
Okay.
So if I put them through there, I can't get them. It's difficult to see where I'm going from here.
There's only 29 of the collars left. We started with 249. How many do we have left? 29. 21 in baskets. Oh, I'm so close. So close. Just an hour and 10 minutes. Maybe on the break, yeah. If we could just last another 11 minutes, just get down, to 1, I might do it.
So can you see how that is then attaching that through, and you just keep going backwards and forwards through then the holes that you've punched, through the loops in the end of the strap, which is now the strap, and keep coming through as many times as you can to get that really secure. If you find that it's still not sitting where you want it to, use a bit of wire to just bind the edges together, and that'll keep it still for you while you work. And you can take those off, you can keep it on if you like, it's up to you. I think I may have used a bit of wire on mine to keep them just pinched just there. Okay, so that's adding the strap. If you don't want this as a strap, you want to actually use that for your necklace, just cut a length of leather and use just a strip of it in there instead, and attach it in the same way, just through those existing holes that you've already done. I'm going to take that out so it's out of the way. Okay, so once we've got both sides of our bag all stitched and done, we'll then get to the stage where we're going to embellish it and also pop on a little clasp. Okay, so the clasp that I've made is basically a bead that then comes through a little hole in the lid of or the flap of our handbag. Yeah. Okay, so I'll show you how to create that little button then.
Fab.
So find the centre of your bag and just make sure that you're going to get the two lined up. So that's going to close over the top. We want the centre point. I'm going to find it by folding, because I do want to be able to finish this bag off really.
I want you to finish it off too.
Okay, so just here. Okay, so it's just about there. Make a little mark and use the smallest hole on your punch, or if you haven't got that, use your bead reamer just to punch a hole through. Just a little hole like that, and then we're going to use the black wire that's in the bundle, the gemstone bundle. I'm going to create sort of a little stopper for a bead. So leaving about, should we say, 5 centimetres, 2 inches from the end. Hold it very firmly in the jaws of your pliers and push it over so you've got that angle there, 90-degree angle. Then we're going to take our round nose pliers, and on that bend, and the best way to hold it for the camera, on that bend, pop your pliers in.
Okay.
Or even that way if it's easier. So we want to catch the tip of our pliers right on the bend, okay? And then we're going to take wire and start spiraling from that point. Okay, so you might need to remove your pliers so that they're out of the way and spiral. Okay, to get so far you have to move your have to move you around those pliers, and we'll go to then our flat nose pliers.
Okay.
Hold on to the spiral, and then just keep going until you've got, you know, a nice large spiral, something that's not going to pull through the leather, but not so big that it's going to interfere with the mechanics inside your bag. So we've got that little tail end now. We don't want that poking out, so what I would do is just take that and just tuck it underneath. Okay, so it's just out the way and not scratchy. And then we take this long end from the inside of our bag, poke it up through the hole we've made, and pull. Okay, so that's coming up through there now, and it won't pull through.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to pop on there just a small loop, and I'm going to do a wrapped loop because I know it's really nice and secure. Okay, so I'm just going to bend the wire over, hold it with my round nose pliers, bring it back round, all the way round, and instead of cutting it there, I'm going to carry on and just pop a little wrap in just to keep it really secure. Okay, so that's on there.
That looks so neat and tidy as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's, you know, we're not really going to see that bit, but we still want to try and keep it neat if we can. It's just falling over a little bit where I'm doing it at funny angles, but yours will hopefully be up straight. Okay, so then we're going to use one of our larger gemstones so that we've got something that's not going to pull straight through. And I'm just going to pop black wire through there again. I like using the black wire on this project, it worked really nicely, plus it's a 1mm, so it's very strong. And we're going to just do a loop on either side, just a small loop. So, like this. I've actually popped a heart on another head pin after this, but you don't need the heart, I just liked it. I thought it just added another bit of detail. So that goes on over there and hooks into place there. Okay, so there's our part of our toggle for our handbag fastening. So we bring that over and we've marked where it's going to sit. So what we want to do is punch a hole here. We're going to punch one of the larger holes.
Okay.
Got the larger one. Punch a large hole, slightly lower than where we want it to end up. There you go, a little snap. Pinch that hole out there. And then take your scissors and cut into the hole just straight up. Okay, like so. That's giving us like a little keyhole. So then when we come to fasten, it should open over the bead and then fall down so that the slit closes up so you can't really see, although it's big enough for it to come over. Okay, so that's our fastening, and like you can see on that bag there, I popped another gemstone on so that it dangles and gives it a bit more of a
so cute.
Bit more of a finish.
I love them. I love them both. They're just so amazing. I've actually just asked Ryan for a piece of paper and a pen because I just need to write. I need to write a list before I forget. I need black wire. I need glue. I need hole punch.
So much.
19 of the collars left. 19 left. 23 in baskets. Yikes! Oh, we're so close, so close. That's going to be a sellout, isn't it? Thanks, Ryan. Just, I don't want to forget, you see. Okay, sorry, Gemma, have you finished?
I got just this very last bit. So next you want to, I wanted something to weight the lid down. And so all I've done is I've threaded some Unakite onto some beading thread, and I've just stitched it in at either end so that it doesn't fall anywhere. And then these are 4mm, so what I've done is left a 4mm gap and punched. You see, I've punched into the leather there, and then I'm just going to overhand stitch, just like this one, all the way along to keep the gemstones sat against the edge of that handbag flap. And that's, you know, that's just how I finished it. And it's not completely necessary, but it's definitely
it looks gorgeous.
Definitely adds, I think, to the design.
It really does. And I also think if you're selling them on as well, you know, if you do want to sell them, if you're adding genuine gemstones to them, my gosh, that is Gemma, they are just incredible. I love them so much.
That's it. It's quite simple, really, isn't it?
It is, I guess. Yeah. It is. Look, this is me. Wait until I show you mine. Then we'll see how simple
it is. Confidence, I think. You know, you just got to not be afraid of it.
And it's also, it's like I said, I'd be quite frightened just to sit there and hole punch and think, oh my gosh, am I doing this in the right place? So maybe, draw something out first and really think about it. That's me. I just I'm so impatient. I like it done now, so I'd probably rush, but no, I need to take my time with that. Got my little list going on here. We've got loads more coming up for you after the break. We've got under 10. My presenter's pick coming up for you. Gemma's challenge coming up for you as well. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you keep it Jewellery Maker, and we'll see you back here in just a few minutes.
Today's course has been really good. I've been on the macrame course with Deborah, and we've been doing quite a lot of knotting techniques and bringing them together to make a little small owl. And then we're currently working on a freeform necklace or bracelet, which is really good because there's no rules. It's been a really, really good day. You get an awful lot from it, just in terms of being able to use your own imagination to transfer it into the piece that you're making, and it's just been a really good day.
Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she takes you on the fascinating journey of creating face canes using polymer clay. In each chapter, Debbie will guide you through how to create each part of the face. Then, with the final chapter, advance your skills and learn how to add detail and character to your piece. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker offers an extensive range of creative workshops for all levels, from beginners right through to advanced. Each workshop is run by our approachable tutors who are all friendly, knowledgeable and are specialists in their field of expertise. Our popular courses are tailor-made to suit your needs and to help you get started with a new hobby or to advance your skills onto the next level. We keep the class sizes small to ensure you get plenty of one-to-one attention, so book early to avoid disappointment. For more information, contact our call centre or visit our website.
Come and join Jewellery Maker on Saturday the 29th of August for our slumber party. Stay wrapped up, get cosy in your PJs and chill out whilst watching Ali and guest designer Sheila for our fun-filled morning show.
I'm just making a little list here. Just making a little list of everything I need. It's like, right, what glue did you use, Gemma? Right, a hole punch. Got to go get me a hole punch as well. I need a hole punch because I've already got quite a few leather nappers at home. And I just want to get stuck in now. And Gemma's given me the inspiration to do it. I can't wait. So I hope that you have enjoyed the DI today. I think it's been fabulous. I can't wait to start. I did this the other day with the wire writing. I was like, right, I need to go home and do it now. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Forget the gym, that's my excuse for getting out of the gym tonight. Brilliant. I have under £10 section coming up for you. I've got my presenters picks. Let me just show you these. I was thinking money, to be honest, when I saw these, because the price tag that these are going down to is ridiculous. They are genuine peacock cultured pearls, and they are going so low. Half drilled gemstones here, perfect for your earrings. They are gorgeous, beautiful, aren't they? So they're coming up for you very, very soon, and we'll have a look at Gemma's challenge in about 50 minutes or so. Okay then. Okay. Over this way. Under £10. Wow. Oh, I need to open these. It's like Christmas. Your Zari thread. Sorry if that's a bit noisy. Have a look at these colours. Sorry. Is it really loud? There we go. There we go. All done. Look at these colours. I love this blue that we've got here, this real royal blue. These are fabulous. You have 30 metres of Yazari rope here, your silver, your navy, and this gorgeous turquoise. This is like a turquoise one here. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Those metallic sheens that you get from these are fabulous. Again, you could make it look like you've done a lot more work than you actually have in your designs with these. They are beautiful. So you can use these for so much. You can macrame with these. You could kumihimo with these if you wanted to as well. You could just use them as they are, you know, simple thread. Pop a charm, a gemstone on there, use them as wish bracelets. The colours here are great as well, aren't they? Because they do look a bit festive, I have to say. But also for your gents pieces as well, because those colours are gorgeous. ULRK 62, that's 30 metres in total, so you've got 10 metres in each of your colours here. Wow. I forgot we're in the £10 section then. £6.95, not even £9.95, we're just straight down to £6.95 for you. Dawn, well done, you've checked out straight away, congratulations. I'm just going to twist a few of these together actually so you can see the colours. They are stunning. I like silver. I'm thinking Christmas. Sorry, Ryan. Have a look. Look at them together. How pretty are they? Aren't they gorgeous? Love them. Pamela in Greater Manchester, Collect It in Berkshire, Maxine in Tennessee, Becky in Norfolk, Angela in the West Midlands, Sandra in Suffolk, you've just joined me on the web as well, Vivian in Greater London, Collect It in Berkshire, Katrina in West Lothian, Agnes in Sussex. Loads of you shopping on the web this afternoon, so well done indeed. You have been filling your baskets. In fact, you don't need baskets, you need trolleys this afternoon, I tell you. £6.95. Well done. Collect It in Lanarkshire, Zelland in the West Midlands, you're back in as well. Congratulations. ULRK 62. Has been a really, really busy afternoon. Do remember, if you're coming through on the phone lines, it is a free telephone number. It's not going to cost you a penny. And my goodness me, isn't it worth the wait? Righty-ho. Bundle, have a look at these. Ooh, olive greens you've got here. These are gorgeous. Did we have any more text messages in? We were talking this morning about I've only been here for 3 hours. We were talking earlier on about times where, you know, you've exaggerated a little to get yourself out of work, or, you know, because we had quite a few of you texting in saying, oh, I don't think I'm going to go into work today. I wonder if my boss will get suspicious if I say this or that, because you don't want to go to work today because we've had such a fantastic show. I once, where I used to live, there were some gates, electronic gates, and we had a power cut, so I actually couldn't physically get to work. I couldn't get out to get to work, but they didn't believe me. It was so annoying. So we were just asking for your stories, whether that you have elaborated or whether, you know, it is the truth, nobody believes you. Did the dog chew your homework? You know, something like that. Let us know. 60777, start your message with the word JM Studio. We'd love to hear your stories. Funny, aren't they? Kerry's not got any. She chucked a sickie. I mean, had a day off. ZTGC39 is your code for this one. 210 carats of your cat's eye quartz you've got there. Your small nuggets, 2x1 to 11x1 millimetres in size, 85 centimetre strands. So again, actually that's a double strand, isn't it, you've got there. They are gorgeous. Loving the colours that you've got there. You've also got your orange quartzite there. 10 by 4 to 25 by 10 millimeters in size, 430 carats, and you've got your lemon quartz nuggets there at 10 by 4 to 26 by 8 millimeters in size, 250 carats. So that is 890 carats. Wow. That is a huge, huge bundle, isn't it? Actually, Gemma, these shapes, these are huge nuggets, if you like. They'd be great for the buttons as well, wouldn't they, on your bag?
Yeah, they would. They work really well.
Yeah. I love those.
They are lovely.
ZTGC 39. In fact, you could use any gemstone for you, but those huge hematites that we had earlier on as well.
Those would be perfect.
Especially with that leather that we just had. Wow, we're going to be dreaming about that now. 0800 644 655. Let's take it down as low as we can. You know it's going under £10. If you're happy to pay £9.95, just check out now. Check out before we sell out. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Every single piece you've come in for today, every single one, from the leather to the wire to the findings to the gemstones, 30 days from the day that you get them delivered to your door. To think about it. If you're not 110% satisfied, send your pieces back and we'll credit your account straight back. No quibble, no quibble. Won't even ask you why you sent them back. £7.95, incredible deal. If you're topping up your stash today, or if you're brand new, you've just come in thinking, oh my goodness me, what's going on here? It's been crazy today, hasn't it? It really has. Just get involved. 30-day money-back guarantee. You've got a free phone number on the bottom of your screen there. Try us out. You'll be back. Righty-ho. So lovely. Oh, do you know, I nearly picked these as my presenter pick. It was tough today, I've got to be honest. These are gorgeous. Look at the colour of these garnets. Oh, how pretty are these?
Really like it, you know. It's one of those ones that keeps growing on me.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too. And it's completely natural, 100% natural. I think it's such a romantic gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
gorgeous colour. In fact, neck on the line here, but this is probably my favourite strand of garnet ever. Love it. Look at the sparkle. You know, the colour is fantastic in these garnets. Actually, if I've got the torch, I'm just going to put the torch behind just so you can really see that colour on screen, because that is completely natural and it's breathtaking. So look at the depth of colour there. Whoa, sumptuous. That is gorgeous, and every single one has been faceted beautifully. Now, I'm sorry to mention it again, but I'm going to, because they're red gemstones. They're very sparkly. They would be perfect, you know, for all of your table decorations. Myself and Mark Smith, we're having a little challenge. I really wish I'd never got myself involved in it. A table off. See who's got the best table on Christmas Day. So, you know, from your wine charms to your Christmas crackers, I just love the sparkle, and the colour here is fantastic. In loads of your designs, you could use these as spacers as well, but I think, do you know what? Because they're so beautiful, I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to leave them all. I'm going to restrand them. Delicate bracelet. One of those silver charms that we had earlier on. Those little drops. I'm going to drop, I am going to drop literally. Going to pop one of those, come on, there we go. How pretty. How pretty is that? That looks so high-end, so gorgeous. I need to get these now. Today is not a good day for my bank account. It really, really isn't. PCGP92 is your code for this strand. Well done if you're multi-bar. Oh, can we give Gemma another challenge? I think she's going to throw the bag at me in a minute. PCGP 92, 3mm round. You've got 20 carats of garnet there. Wow. Do you know what? If I was to recreate this design here and use solid sterling silver with the teardrop there, with the pendant charm, with a solid sterling silver clasp in there, for me, that's a £50–60 bracelet. Easily. £50–60, easily. It's natural garnet, and look at the quality and the sparkle on these. I'll give that a little bit of a wiggle now, taking that charm off. Look at them, they're just gorgeous. And this strand is absolutely packed full of your garnet as well. If I just count out 20 for you, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's a good 100 gemstones that you've got there. I definitely would be multi-buying. So well done to Sasha in Staffordshire, you've got 2. Collector in Somerset, you've got 2. Shirley in Essex, you've got 2. Susan in Lancashire, you've got 2 as well done. You are filling your baskets with these as well. How are we for quantity on these? Have we got a good quantity? I think we have, because I think that's the reason that I was going to pick it as my presenter's pick, but then went for the Peacock Culture Pearls. I love them. Love them. PCGP 92 with your peridot, they'd look phenomenal, wouldn't they? Michelle in Angus says, hi ladies, I was on night duty during the bad winter and I got frozen into the house. The doors were frozen and I couldn't get out to work. Now, yeah, I wouldn't buy that one. You know, just get you know, a little bit of warmth by the door maybe, and freeze the lock, you know, would that help, you know? Right, don't do this. Helena said set your door on fire. Apparently this is what people do on barges sometimes.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Tom's dad got locked in his yard because the gates froze shut and he couldn't get out to work. And that was a boatyard, he just couldn't get out to work.
Right, well, like, for me, if it was a door, like, firstly I'd probably think, right, well, shall I just get something to heat the door up, maybe? You know, like, carefully, hairdryer if you're inside, you could just plug that in, just, you know, lighter, maybe. Heat the key up, which would be pretty safe to do if that would get hot. Put that in, no, would that not work? It's the whole hinge that's frozen. That's chilly. I'd move. That's what I'd do. I'd move. Not the cheapest thing to do. Well, that's what I'd do. I've had enough. I'm off. It's too cold. 695. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought that excuse, but I do believe you. But I wouldn't have fallen for that one, to be honest. There are times, quite often, and of course it happens in the winter, doesn't it? And it's happened here. Where we've been stuck in the snow. You know, we can't get in, a lot of people can't get into work. Fortunately, Matt Bennett did have a 4x4 and offered to come and pick us all up one time. But we did get stuck here once. There was quite a few presenters in the boardroom upstairs asleep on the floor. There is a hotel within walking distance, but some people couldn't even do that. So there was a lot of people asleep upstairs. You was offered that, were you? Yeah. Stay in the hotel for the night so you can get back the next day. Brilliant. Wow, I love those. Okay, purple marcasite. Now, I had red marcasite. When was it? Sunday night. I had red marcasite, really unusual. You know, this is something that we don't see very often. The purple. Again, we don't see this very often. Just like your garnet, these are going to work as fantastic spaces. You've got so much lustre in there as well, haven't you? They are stunning. And look at that. That is that particular chocolate brand, purple, isn't it? It really, really is. They are... I'm just waiting for Helena. She's there thinking, did I bring the price in for the last one? Did I? They are 4mm. There we go. 4mm inside. We're just talking about the snow. I really hope that we get some snow this year. It's been rubbish the last year, 2 years. Oh, I love it. I do. I love it. Do you like the snow, Gem? No.
I don't, because you've got to go. You still got to do things and go places. Finally, if I haven't got to do anything.
I suppose. Yeah. Do you have a shop within walking distance as well?
Yeah.
You get to a shop, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just forget everything else. That's what I say. Even if you have got to do stuff, forget that. As long as you can get your bread and milk.
It's just getting to work, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, what excuses can we come up with?
I got snowed in at the White Swan with Natalia, Laura, and Glenn Lara.
Oh,
That was
now
good fun.
that would have been a good night, I tell you. I actually was over on our sister channel, The Lounge, when Glenn Lara launched The Lounge, and himself and Steve Bennett were drinking wine the whole way through the launch. That was interesting. 50 carats of your purple marcasite you've got here, 4mm rounds. They are so lustrous. Again, look at those golden flecks you've got in there. Aren't they stunning? VKPO 02. Sylvia in Merseyside, you've just checked out too. Well done to you. They are stunningly gorgeous, aren't they? Loads again. You could macrame with these. You could kumihimo with these if you wanted to. Again, simple bracelets. I love, with the smaller beads that we have, you know, the kind of 2 to 4 mil beads, just delicate bracelets. Just look so pretty. Really, really elegant with a little charm dropped in there. I love that look. Dawn in East Sussex, you've just checked out. Well done. Pippa in Wiltshire, you've got yours as well. Suzanne in the West Midlands, Collector in Essex, Debbie in Surrey, Natasha in Angus. Just think of the Christmas tree we'll be able to have in our new house. Jewellery Maker's on the move, you see, going to a new building, which is a lovely house in lovely grounds. It's going to be fabulous. We're going to have a kitchen and an algar and everything.
Are we?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah. We said upstairs, I was like, right, so we've got the algar in the kitchen. We can put the roast beef in on a Saturday when we finish. Come in on Sunday.
That's
roast
it.
beef.
I'm only booking Sunday shows from now on.
So that's it. But then Pip upstairs was like, we go home, we put the sausages in for breakfast in the morning. Yes, we'll be a very happy bunch, we will. VKPO02 6.95. £6.95. Dawn, well done to you. You've got yours. Suzanne in the West Midlands, Debbie in Surrey, Charlene in Middlesex, well done. Paula in Essex. When I lived in Chicago, my car door froze shut. Oh, yeah, froze shut, not unusual. And a guy from a nearby restaurant threw a cup of boiling water on it. Doesn't that make it worse? Oh no, it's glass, isn't it? You can't do that with.
I wouldn't check the hot water on my car window if it was frozen.
Now, I used to, my dad was always like, oh, don't do it. I always used to put warm water. You know when it freezes in the winter, you have to de-ice? I'd just get a jug of warm water and pour that on the windscreen. But my dad was like, just be careful it's not too hot because you can crack your windscreen. Threw some boiling water. Well, yeah, I suppose on a car, that would be fine. As long as it's not glass, it's not going to crack, is it? Yeah, you see, sometimes I just think, you know, it's so simple. It's obvious, but you can't think of it, you know? One of those, isn't it? Okie dokies. Oh, the red Jasper. You remember the necklace collars? Do you remember the necklace collars? The necklace collars that we had. Do you remember the thinner ones of the three? I'm thinking these with your gold wire. Do you remember the gold wire that we had in the kit as well? I think we had 0.4 in there. You could weave these along the necklace collar. Do we have one around, Kerry, at all? To hand? One of the thinner ones that we had at all? I think that would look lush. Because these shapes sit so nicely on the neckline. On the neckline? On the neckline? They really, really do. And with your gold, that is such a warming hue. I mean, you did get the rose gold ones. You also got the silver in there as well. So it's entirely up to you. And of course, you don't have to use those. But I was just thinking they look fantastic. Thanks, Kerry. So I'm just going to bring one of these necklace collars in. I think, do we have any of these ones left? Okay. We're going to pop the code at the bottom of the screen for you. So you could just simply wire wrap those around the bottom. That's going to look gorgeous, isn't it? I love that look. They are stunning. And this strand as well is absolutely packed full of these. So, you know, you could get away with probably, well, you could do all of your necklace collars like that if you wanted to with those Jaspers. They are packed onto this strand. This is so gem heavy. 5, 10, 15, 20. There's a good 70 gemstones on that strand there. 16 by 6 millimeters in size. What would you do with these shapes, Gemma?
I think exactly what you're just saying. Make a collar with them. They'd be nice in sort of Egyptian designs as the sort of the bottom fringing to something. But with the collars that you're talking about, I would macrame them, and that's how I've done them before. So macrame them so that they sit with perfect spacing in between.
Wow, they would look really gorgeous, wouldn't they? Get them home, have a go. If you've got these necklace collars, you've got to send us your designs. I need to see them. £9.95. That's where we should be. But we're going even lower. I cannot believe that. So, do you know what? If you just take one of these, just one of these gemstones in a half-jeweled pendant bail, in a pendant, looks phenomenal. And they are substantial all by themselves. I mean, you've got 400 carats across, did I say about 60, 70 gemstones there? That is a good 3-4 carats per gemstone, isn't it? I think. No, I've worked that out wrong, haven't I? Oh, it's maths. I'll leave you to do that. £7.95. Well done, Anne-Marie in Merseyside. Yazari in Cambridgeshire, you've got yours as well. Congratulations. Becky in Norfolk. Rona in Dumfries and Galloway. Carol in Yorkshire, you've just joined us. Brenda in Surrey. Alison in Wiltshire. Marilyn in the West Midlands, you're there as well. I love those against the neckline. And do you know what? With gold wire, they look fantastic, but also your copper wire, they look gorgeous. Your antique bronze looks fantastic with these as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Anything goes. £7.95. XHGP 53 is your code for these. Or you can join us on the web today at JewelleryMaker.com. Monica, Brenda collect in Meath. You just need to check out your baskets. They are gorgeous. Code for those collars right at the bottom of your screen there, VLGC14. 3 necklace collars down to £24.95. In fact, do you know what? They weren't just 3 necklace collars, those, were they? They were 3 necklace collars and 3 16-inch chains, because that's how much chain got on the back of them as well. Okie cokies. Righty-ho. Sodalite. Oh my gosh. Actual Sodalite buttons. Actual Sodalite. Why have I never seen buttons before? When you said buttons, I thought you meant as in the gemstone, the shape that we would call a button. Not actual buttons. Oh my gosh. Your favourite clothes, genuine gemstone buttons. Now we're talking. Your handbag. Oh my word. What have I done? I'm just going to bring a little bit of this leather over, just so you can see. I mean, we had so many different colours, didn't we? You might already have some colours, different coloured leather nappers at home. I've got a red one. I think I've got a black one at home. Can't remember what other colours I've got now. Sodalite buttons. Surely this is something like the Queen would do. I mean, this has never occurred to me before. Genuine gemstone, actual buttons on your clothes. That's like, surely, millionaires, I'm thinking. Like your labradorite worktop, or your rose quartz bath in Hannah's world. Sodalite buttons. These are beautiful. Do you know what? These would be great on cushions, wouldn't they? Great on your gemstone embellished cushions. Lots of different designs. Decorations, for maybe children's bedrooms as well, on lampshades, stuff like that, on all of your textiles. They'd look fantastic. They're genuine Sodalite buttons. They're beautiful. 5 pieces, you're going to get 16 carats of Sodalite. Wow. I love them. And again, on your bags as well, if you've got the leather nappers, on your purses, they'd look brilliant as well. LIPO 87. How cool would these look as earrings?
They look great as earrings.
Wouldn't
and
they?
Rings, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of vintage looking.
Definitely. It was actually Helena a good few weeks ago. I was like, every time, and this has been going on for years and years and years, every time I look at Sodalite, I think, this really reminds me of something, and I cannot for the life of me think what it is. And it was Helena that said fine china. I was like, yes, that's it, it's fine china. That's what Sodalite reminds me of. They are gorgeous. The colours in here are fantastic as well, making them great for your gents pieces as well. LIPO 87, 16 carats of your Sodalite. You've got 5 of your buttons there. 0800 644 655. And we are in an under £10 section, by the way. Yeah, genuine Sodalite buttons. Wow. £6.95 for that special occasion. Perfect. And we're under £7 each, just over £1 per button there. 0800 644 655, or on the web today at JewelleryMaker.com. LIPO 87. Gorgeous. Righty ho. Ooh. Holiday. Look at this colour. These are fab. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Huge magnesite slabs you've got here. They are fantastic, aren't they? They're mahoosive. Ah, Helena's wondering what you'd make with these, Gemma. Helena said, I know Gemma would make something fab.
Well, I've had my eye on those because I've got the purple, the orange and the turquoise version.
Have you?
So I love those. But I was just thinking on those collars, you know, the really thick ones.
Yeah.
You could just stick those on, a couple. They'd look great.
Wow. They would, wouldn't they?
Or just one on its own, pendant. But I like to put a big chunky chain link in between each and just have all of them on. But
real statement piece.
Big chunky link in between.
That would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? There is a massive carrot weight there, and they are sizable enough to, you know, use on their own if you wanted to. They are 40 by 30 millimetres in size. So just one of those, long drop in a pendant, that is still going to be a statement piece of jewellery. You could wire wrap around those if you wanted to as well. In a bracelet maybe, just one of those popped in a bracelet would look really, really cool, wouldn't it?
You know, they got that nice flat surface, so you could do what Claire does, do a name or something, and that sit on top of the gem.
Yeah, that would look lovely, wouldn't it? Really personalise things with your wire writing as well, whether it be just an initial or whether it be a name, whether it be a date, you can do that as well. I did do my first attempt at wire writing, and I did put a picture on Facebook the other night. I got some nice, actually it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, I have to say. So yeah. I did the word love, that was my first word. It took me, I reckon, about 10 minutes. So I did it quite small. I think, which was the hardest letter? It was the V. It was the V. It was coming back down. Trying to work out which way round Claire did it. Did she come back over the top or did she go back down the bottom? I did my son's name, which was going really well until I got to joining up the second from last letter to the last letter, and then I was like, no, it can't go wrong now, I've done so well. But that was all right in the end as well. So fab. So these would be great for popping your wire writing on there as well. Personalising something is great, and that is just, it's a personal touch, isn't it? It's thought. I like that, thought behind gifts. Be lovely. Lily in West Midlands ×2. Well done, collect it in Essex. Andrea in Kent. Sally in Newport. Steve. I forgot we're in an under £10 section. That's less than £1 each. Less than £1 each for these gemstones. FTGP 92. What was that, sorry? You're right, aren't you? If they were sold as cabs individually, especially in a shop, they would be a lot more than £1 each. You know, if you were to pop one of those in a long drop on a pendant with some chain, in fact, you could use some of the chain. The 16-inch length of chain that you've potentially taken off your necklace collar, I know some of you will probably do that. Have a look at the gold chain. Oh yeah, holiday. Helen's off on Friday. Are you off for a week? I hope it's nice for you. I love this country when the weather's nice, isn't it? We've got some lovely beaches, there's some lovely places. It's just the weather, isn't it? £9.95. Janine in Sussex, well done to you. Fiona in Nottinghamshire. Sapphire in Kent. Sue in Fife, you've got yours. Karen in Yorkshire, well done to you. Sally in Newport. Susan in Lancashire. Just make sure you're checking out. Okay, we're going to do my presenter's pick. Jan is going to be coming in for these. Do I have the earring? I do have the findings, don't I? Oh, these ones. I didn't realise we had these ones. Okay, earring findings. So what I've got for you are the peacock culture pearls. Now, we've not seen many peacock culture pearls at all of late. We really haven't. They've been very, very few and far between. The quality of these is incredible. And I think when you go and have a look on the high street, generally you might see culture pearls, white culture pearls, strands of white culture pearls, ridiculous price tags. To find peacock culture pearls on the high street, I think is really, really difficult. You know, they're very, very few and far between, and again, can command huge, huge price tags. Now, it was guest designer Jan that was here quite a while ago, and had a strand of peacock pearls. It was a strand, and I think she said she'd put them at £50 per pair if she were to sell them. £50 per pair for peacock culture pearl earrings. And it turned out that Jan's potential in that strand was somewhere around the region of £1,000. That's how many peacock pearls, and that we were like, whoa, this is incredible. And this is the reason that I picked these for you today, because the price tag that we're going to, remember we're in an under £10 section as well, per pair for peacock culture pearls is incredible. I will bring you the earring findings, or pendant findings, sorry, pendant findings in just a second. If you've got any earring findings, you can also use them on your earring findings, your half-drilled earring findings. All you need to do is pop a bit of your glue on the post and simply pop that in, and that will be so secure. We bought you a great glue bundle earlier on as well. So that could be, even, do you know, this is a pendant finding, but that could be an earring finding, no problem at all. You just have to pop your earring finding on there, and you're good to go. You're going to get 3 of the findings coming up for you in just a little while. But you've got 5 pairs. 5 pairs of your peacock culture pearls. Now, I'm just going to pick one of these up, and I'm going to try and show you all the way around, because the quality is perfect in my opinion. I mean, I can't see any pits there. The pearlescence is magnificent. Look at that for a quality. In fact, if I were to bring you one of these gemstones at the price tag that we're going to today, I'd be telling you to multi-buy, because they are genuine peacock pearls. You've got the purples, you've got the greens, you've got the blues in there as well. These tick every box for me, they really do. And the fact that you are going to get 10 pieces, so 5 pairs of earrings, if you like, 10 pendants. One of these, in that pendant finding, that wasn't the price tag that was on the sheet upstairs. Oh! I wasn't expecting that price tag. I was bringing you these today because I knew that I could take them down to less than £1 each. But the price tag upstairs was not £6.95. So again, this is why you never turn over. This is why you never switch off, because you just never know what's going to happen. £6.95. Pair of those in solid sterling silver earring findings. For me, okay, if you want to be really generous, let's say £25. That's being really generous for peacock culture pearls. For one pair. £6. What was that? You're going to go and get one. Oh, you're going to show me the text message? I beg your pardon. Zelen in the West Midlands says, hi ladies, I've got a set of the collars for you. Hannah, if Gemma wants a set, I'll get her one too. Oh, Zelen, that is so lovely of you. That's so thoughtful.
Thank you. I've got somebody getting me my bits and pieces today. So
Gemma's got her own personal shopper.
I have today, yeah, for a change.
That's the kind of diva she is. She's got her own little personal shopper. Oh, Zelen, that is so lovely. Thank you so much. That's really, really thoughtful of you. When I get my act together, I will make you something and I will send it to you as well. I will, I promise. £6.95, incredible, incredible deal there. One of these, you could triple your money, quadruple your money on one of these. I'm just going to pop it in the pendant bail for you again, just so you can see. One of those has escaped. A little bit of glue in there. Have a look. Solid sterling silver chain. Oh, I'm going with £40 to £50. Solid sterling silver chain. The finding Can you imagine giving that as a gift to somebody? So potentially, you know, it's probably, if we go with our solid sterling silver chains, sometimes they're around £7–8. We'll go with £7 for the chain. The finding's probably going to be about £5 each. So where am I? 8 and 5, 13, plus your pearl there, £1 and a bit. Let's just say £14 for argument's sake. £14, that's cost you to make 40–50 pounds. I think so. Entirely up to you. And how perfect would that look in a chain? Gorgeous, gorgeous gift. And also, you know, you've got 5 pairs. You've got 10 of your peacock culture pearls here. 10 of them. That's 10 pendants. 5 pairs of earrings. In fact, you could make a suite for somebody, couldn't you? You know, you could make somebody the earrings, you could make somebody the pendant as well. You could have one of these in a bracelet as well, as a charm in a bracelet. Look at all of those pearls. They are dreamy. I'm going to look for Jan's name because I know it's going to be up there somewhere. Lots of you multi-buying for these as well, so well done. Beverly in Greater London says, I have to stop watching Jewellery Maker. I can't watch without buying, and I'm doing overtime at work, so I can buy more. Love the bargains. At least, though, the thing is, it doesn't matter how many times you tune it, how many times you buy every day, does it? We're saving you so much money. You know, that justifies it. You know, if my other half ever moans at me, I'm like, look how much money I've saved. Don't think about how much I've spent, think about how much you've saved. That's the way to look at it. Loads of you with these in your baskets as well. $6.95, FUMG 64 is your code for this one. Gorgeous. Okay, so to go with your pearls, these are really fancy, aren't they? They really are high-end. So you could use, if they are pendant findings, you could use them as earring findings if you wanted to. They are solid sterling silver, and with the pearls that I've just bought you as well, you know, they might have been only $6.95, but don't use anything less than solid sterling silver for them. They're genuine pearls, and that's exactly what they deserve. These are really, really pretty. Now, you've got a couple of options here, really, because it is your pendant finding for your half-drilled gemstones, so you could use that as is for. Or you could use them as earrings as well. So because you've got 3 here, you've got the earrings and you've got the pendant, and you've only used 3 of your pearls, and you've still got 7 pearls left. Or you could snip your half-drilled bead mount off there if you wanted to, and just have that as a solid sterling silver pendant or pair of earrings if you wanted to, and save your half drilled mount. Entirely up to you, but you will get 3 of them. So if I've got 10 pearls, I think I'm going to be multi-buying. I'd probably get 2 of these. I think I'd have 6 pendants and 2 pairs of earrings. I think that's what I'd do with these. 95 sterling silver, adding value to any piece of jewellery. So any of your half-jeweled gemstones that you've got, that's fantastic. 28 by 9 millimetres in size. ALRF07 is your code for this one. And already I can see so many of you buying 2, so maybe that's exactly what you're doing. I mean, if we're talking £40–50 per pearl, let's go with pendants just to make the maths easy for me. So let's say you get 2 of the pendant bales, 2 sets of the pendant bales, so you've got 6. You're going to use 6 of your pearls, which have cost you, oh my gosh, them pearls were less than £1 each. Oh, 69p each. I don't like that. I've lost my trail of thought now. I've just suddenly realised, too late, that they're 69p each. Oh my word! Do you know what? I honestly, genuinely don't even know where I was going with that conversation there. Right. So without the chain. Without the chain that you'll use for this pendant, solid sterling silver, we're going to be at approximately £4 for you cost to make. Your pearl, oh, I don't feel so good. Your pearl and your pendant bail, that's going to have cost you approximately £4. Here at Jewellery Maker, you know, averagely about £7 for a solid sterling silver necklace chain. So £11 to make. £11 to make. Gift ideas, that is fantastic, isn't it? You know, a genuine pearl necklace in solid sterling silver that's only cost you £11 to make. I won't tell anybody if you don't. Christmas presents, birthday presents, anniversary gifts, just because at £11. Wow. Collect it in Bedfordshire, you've got 2. Margaret on the Scottish borders, you've got 2. Joan in South Yorkshire, you've got 2. Susan in Lancashire, you've got 2. Collect it in Greater Manchester, you've got 2. We've got 26 left. There's so many of you multi-buying for these. Wow. Wow. Poor call centre. What have we put them through today? We need to take them a cup of coffee when we're finished. We really, really do. We need to go around there and give them a round of applause and take them some goodies, because they have done well today. So, well done. Yes, in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to go onto our internal system and send them a thank you card, because we can do that now. £9.95. Audrey in West Lothian, Shirley in Nottinghamshire, you've got 2. Well done. Collect it in Bedfordshire, ×2. Margaret, ×2. Joan, ×2. Angela in Surrey, ×2. If you have those in your baskets, you're going to have to check out. These are going to be a sellout. Massive, massive well done if you've got these and the pearls. Did the pearls sell out? Very small quantity left. They were 69p each. Yeah. Whatever that was. £9.95. Well done. Hold those lines. Yikes. Okay. Just pop those there. Your white Baroque culture pearls. Wow, these are pretty. We was talking about these yesterday because I was saying I do love round pearls and I understand the value of them, but actually for me these irregular shapes, pearls are an organic gemstone, so with these irregular shapes it just makes them look even more organic, and I love that. I really, really do. You've got your white cultured Baroque pearls here, 9 by 8mm in size. Aren't they fabulous? They are gorgeous. Very beachy, very, very bridal. Now, you've seen what we've done here today. Prices, well, they've just been silly. The pieces that we bought you, the deals that we bought you, you know, this is like on a daily basis here at Jewellery Maker. Pearls, what we do, well, you've just seen the peacock culture pearls. What we do, it's just not right, is it? You know, they're genuine pearls. They're not synthetic. They're not created. We say no to faux. Have a look anywhere else. You know, whether it be a simple stretchy pearl bracelet, pair of earrings. If you can find a pair of pearl earrings, 2 gemstones at the price tag that we're going down to for this entire strand, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked and amazed. Genuine pearls. Think Hollywood glamour. Think your Hollywood icons. Think Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn. They are the real deal. Do you know what? You could get these home, restrand them, add your solid sterling silver clasp there, and you've got yourself a genuine pearl necklace. I would highly recommend that you get it valued. We've had some incredible valuations. The most recent of a lady that bought a strand for £19.95, restranded them, added a solid sterling silver clasp and had them valued at £495. Cha-ching. Kind of valuation I like. CSMG 29. How low can we go? Did you just say should be? Just checking. She said should be. Oh no. £6.95. It's a bit late now. £6.95 for genuine white culture pearls you've got there. For those of you that do your bridal craft fairs, wow, That is it. This is your reason to be multi-buying, isn't it? It really, really is. That is a steal of a deal. Genuine pearls at £6.95. Roseanne in West Lothian, well done. Alex in Gloucestershire. Audrey in East Lothian, you've just joined me as well. Congratulations to you. I'm just going to give these a little count for you. Let's have a little count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. Approximately 48 gemstones you've got there. Audrey in East Lothian, times 3. Alex in Gloucestershire, times 3. 3 pearl necklaces. And you'll be at 6, 12, 18, just over £20. Just over £20 for 3 pearl necklaces. Imagine that. Guess how many pearl necklaces I got today for £20? Just over £20. None. Try 3. Try 3. Collector in Nottinghamshire, times 2. Well done. Judy in Greater London, you've got 3. 3 seems to be the magic number for this auction. It really does. 0800 644 655. CSMG 29 for 9x8mm Baroque pearls. Make sure you're checking them out as soon as you can. Wow. Righty ho. Sorry, lovely. Ooh. Look at these colours. These are gorgeous. Oh, vivid colours. These are real luxury, aren't they? They are beautiful. And there's an absolute load of Yazari thread here. Already braided as well. It looks really pretty. Aren't they gorgeous, Gemma?
Really lovely together. They are summer, aren't they?
Very summer.
Summer afternoons, they are gorgeous.
Oh, I think our summer's over now, to be honest. I saw a little weather report the other day online, and it said that that's it now. So, because I kept being told we were going to have a heat wave at the end of this month. Apparently not. Temperature's due to go back down to around about 10 degrees. Anyway, yeah, so get your umbrellas out and your wellies. It's not looking good. And your coats as well. In August, I know. It's rubbish, isn't it? I do like winter fashion, actually. I love winter fashion, so I'm not going to complain. QSRK23 is your code for these. What would you do with these then, Gemma? 110 metres. In fact, it's not 110 metres, it's 120 metres, because you've got 40 metres on each reel here. Well,
there's plenty. I mean, they're nice just on their own, and just lots of strands. You can fray them and twist them so that they get more texture. But they finger knit with them, make a really chunky braid. They're nice like that. A nice macrame. There's all sorts you can do with those.
They are beautiful macrames, aren't they? Yeah. And with your kumihimo as well. I love the fact that they're already braided as well, especially with these multicoloured. This multicoloured one here, your orange and your purple together. They look gorgeous. So ignore your graphicals. It says 110 metres, but it's actually 120 metres because you've got 40 metres on each of the threads here. So you've got your purple and orange, and your orange there as well. QSRK23 is your code for this. Straight down, £6.95. Wow. We're under £10. I didn't realise we were doing this for the whole hour. I thought we were just doing it for part of the hour. This is brilliant. Hold the lines. Oh. I think this is the one that I have already. You haven't got a spare 8 minutes, Gemma.
No. Why? What did you want? Just a bag frame together?
Throw you over another challenge. Look at that. Do you know what? This particular napper was the one that started off the whole clutch bag thing. I remember it well. Look at that. Wow. Quite a few people, I'm not sure if you were here for that show. Were you, Gemma? I can't remember. A couple of people were asking about the creases in it. I think you were here, weren't you? Yeah. You were saying you've never had a problem with it. But I did say, actually, you could probably, I'd use a tea towel first, but iron onto that first, because I think that would be...
I can't see that being a problem, because I've got, clothes with leather patches, and you can iron at that.
Yeah.
But it does, it's quite weighty, so just let it rest.
Yeah, it does often just drop out, doesn't it? It does often fall. What I've done with mine actually at home is I've actually rolled them to take the creases out of them as well. But I would imagine that if you wanted to, tea towel, cool iron, that they would come out no problem at all. But as Gemma said, because of the weight that you've got in the leather anyway, they will come out. And we only have 26 of these. I'm just going to bring back the grey leather because I have this just by the side of me here that we had. I almost can't look at that with the lights on it. It's so shiny. If you got the grey leather earlier on, look at that for a handbag. Wow! Love it. You have a square foot of your pink pearl sparkle leather there. We only have 26. It's just the one that we've got low quantity for you. So we're bringing you that one now. I'd get this home with all of those leathers that we've already had today. It's going to work so well with the grey as well, isn't it, that one? 0800 644 655 CELM 92. We are under £10 at £9.95. This has to be one of my favourites as well, along with the greys that we've had today. Just gorgeous. Look at that shine. You know, whether it be again your purses, it could be the clutch bag. If you've got the leather already, you've got to add this one to your order. Have that little bit of bling in there, that little bit of sparkle. That will look gorgeous. Collect it in South Yorkshire, collect it in Worcestershire, Angela in Nottinghamshire, Nanette in Wiltshire, collect it in Cheshire, Rosemary in County Durham, Susan in Buckinghamshire, collect it in Carmarthenshire, Helen in Sussex, Jacqueline in Cumbria. I've got Natasha in Angus, Bev in Yorkshire, Sylvia in Merseyside, Alicia in London, all with these in baskets. You're going to have to check out. You really are. I think we could have done with trolleys today, couldn't we? Not baskets, trolleys. That's what we need. Those are gorgeous. Okay. Red Jasper, puffy pairs. These are huge. Do you know what? Again, one of these, long drop in a pendant. That's going to look fab, isn't it? You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 individual gemstones. Look at the size of these. Miss it, miss out. Only got a few of these left. 30 by 22 millimeters in size, 500 carats. That's a massive carat weight. 500 carats. 13 gemstones. You've got about 40 something carats per gemstone there. They're huge, aren't they? Again, you could wire wrap with these if you wanted to. They'd look gorgeous in a pendant, wouldn't they? Either with your gold wire, your antique bronze, they'd look stunning. 30 by 22 millimeters. If you've got any other Jasper in your stash already, which I know a lot of you have, Unakite as well looks incredible with your Jasper as well. You've got those similar tones in there, haven't you? Natasha in Angus, Roseanne in West Lothian, Yazari in Cambridgeshire, Maxine in Tennessee, well done, Fiona in Nottinghamshire. You've already checked yours out as well. We're going under £10, £9.95. That's not even a pound per gemstone. About 40 carats or so there in one gemstone. Wow. And we're at less than a pound. Fabulous. Charmaine in Bedfordshire, collect it in the West Midlands, collect it in County Antrim. Sapphire in Kent, Natasha in Angus. Just remember to check out your basket. Right, let's go and have a look at Gemma's challenge. Jella, that's a new name. I kept calling Fleur Pearl yesterday. We just had so many pearls. Yeah, I know. I can't call anybody by their name. We have the necklace collars still available, by the way. I don't think there's many left. They've flown out today. All brand new. We've had 3 different designs. Wow. 3 different designs. We've still got some of these ones left. Code is coming up at the bottom of your screen. We've got the rose gold, the silver, and the yellow gold. And we were saying with these, there's so much chain on the back. You've got a 16-inch length of chain on the back there. So, I mean, if you want to make these go really, really far, you've got 3 necklace collars and 3 chains there as well. So we took those down to £24.95. Code is at the bottom of your screen. BLGC14 is your code for those ones. Gemma's challenge. Oh, Gemma, how good do these look with the leather?
Yeah, well, I thought I'd just use some of the leather in with it, just because I've got, you know, the offcuts left, and they worked really nicely together.
That looks fab. I love the leatherette cord in there as well. That looks really beautiful, doesn't it? Loving the colours of your Unakite. Gorgeous, gorgeous design. Love the wire work in here as well. Again, that goes fantastic with your Unakite. 3 different strands of Unakite we had. So we had the larger rounds, had the nuggets, and you had the smaller rounds in there as well, didn't you?
I was just trying to get this one finished, but just sort of a gizmo, take on a gizmoing with the finer, with the smaller gems.
Fab. Look at that, Gemma. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so quite versatile, aren't they?
Very, very. That's what I love about when you've got, you know, different size gemstones, different shapes as well. They just work so well with lots. And just one there, simple ring design, gorgeous.
I love making. That took seconds, you know, because there's nothing to it. Because you can't see any of the wrapping. It doesn't. It's just so easy.
That's gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really pretty. So 3 strands of your Unakite you got in that bundle. 130 carats. That was just in one strand. 130, 15, 445 carats in total at $8.95. Well done, Gemma. You've done amazing on the challenge and on the kits today as well.
Lovely kits, yeah.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah,
hopefully we'll get some more back. We'll have to go and put our orders in now with some more necklace collars and leather and stuff, because we need some more. When are you back again?
I think I'm back next Tuesday.
Are you? On the DI show?
Yes, I've got new cords. Well, not cords.
Exciting.
Braid.
That's not us. That's not
I think
me.
it's Tuesday, I can't remember.
Oh, well, Gemma will be back next Tuesday. What's the day today?
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, yeah. I never know. I will be back with you on Friday morning on the morning show, taking you through until 1 o'clock. I'm not sure who I'll be with yet. Vicky is up next, taking you through the late show. She's got loads and loads of treats. Whatever you do for the next few days, have a great few days, have a safe few days, and I'll see you on Friday morning. Take care.
Bye.
Hello there, I'd like to introduce you to a brand new workshop that I'm going to be running this September. It's a bit of a one-off special. It's quite unusual because we're going to be doing a day-and-a-half workshop, and included in that day and a half will be not only bed and breakfast but also